So we'll head over there. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the playground tonight. It is our usual Monday night vampire session. We are in session 16. I'm your host, Pixie. I am a variety streamer. I tend to play a lot of Final Fantasy 14. Don't mind the frog in my throat. I also like to play Steam games, particularly horror, visual novels. And my absolute favorite of the week is my Monday night sessions here with my best buds. So we've got introductions. We've got Michael, our storyteller. Hello. We've got Scott, who plays Idaho. Idaho. We got Zack. Zack, my husband, who plays Victor. It's his birthday.
No, it's not.
Feliz cumpleaños.
And we are currently waiting for Martha to join us, but figure we get started and maybe chat and see how everybody's doing. Those of us that have had, I don't know, it's been a slow week, I think, for me.
What's the term we learned in the last week of the new time zone? SAT. So Martha lives in SAT.
Oh.
Sweet ass time.
Sweet ass time. That's right. Sweet ass time. And just want to go ahead and acknowledge our lurkers out there. We love that you hang out, listen to our stories, even if you don't like to be, present in chat. But even saying a hi helps my chat metrics, and I really appreciate it. So, yeah, let's go through. Scott, how has your week been?
Well, it's only Monday.
Well, our weeks, us vampire weeks, are Monday to Mondays.
Since last week.
We don't adhere to that stupid, Christian Sunday. No. We just make our own.
Bullshit. It's been
our
fine.
Week begins on Monday.
That's right. It's been fine. Sunday yesterday, Mother's Day was great. Had a nice party with my family, and other than that, things have been strangely busy, and I don't understand why, and I wish they would stop, but there's so much going on. I'm like, what the hell? Why everything's just happening, bam, 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 and I feel like then the week is over, and I'm like, what just happened? Where did everything go? But hopefully things will calm down soon. But in a couple of weeks, I guess we'll have to talk about how this is going to affect our schedule. But my son is coming to visit.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So depending on what we do that Monday night, I may or may not be available.
Okay.
We'll do our best to work around you, man.
But I think he's coming down the 20th or something like that. And when he's here, he spends time with family. He spends time with his friends. So I don't always know exactly what evenings we're going to be busy. So I'll let you guys know. I'll know by the time we get closer.
Cool.
I too have a trip coming up, but I managed to go and I honestly put our game first. I was like, okay. So if I leave on Tuesday, I can get back late Sunday.
Sunday, awesome.
It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna take the train to Dallas. It's gonna be like a 6-hour train ride. I'm gonna actually start my new David Bowie book, which I'm so excited to start. And then I'll take the Greyhound back.
Oh, good luck.
I know, but I'm gonna take like my big ominous hoodie and when I travel like a fucking rock star. Like I wear my glasses and a big hood and just kind of keep to myself. I try not to get a lot of attention.
Hey, there's
We'll all get cameras and follow you around like the paparazzi.
I actually had in the Houston airport once, a security guy legit, following me around for a good while. And I think he realized that, I wasn't up to anything, so he laid off. But he followed me for a good 15 minutes.
Wow.
So, but
he just wanted your autograph.
Oh man, wouldn't be the first time actually. It's kind of weird.
Total off topic, but our D&D campaign yesterday kind of ended with me just throwing on a cursed belt.
This is so good. It was so
sex.
good.
So
We found
so
a dragon. We found a dragon's hoard. And like our one guy is like trying to load shit into the bag of holding, and our DM's like, yeah, there's like this belt, and our bard's like, well, my pants are falling down, give me that, and just throws it on. No like detect magic, no nothing. So guess who, he no longer has his penis.
It was a belt of changed sex, and our DM was acting like it was such a curse, and I was like, honestly, this is
like,
gonna
I don't give a fuck.
I've never taken this
I'm gonna
belt
make more
off.
money now on stage. So
That's hilarious. That is so
and
funny.
I think this Sunday, if none of them are watching, some of them, one or two of them might be watching, so they might ruin the surprise. But I think Sunday we're gonna go. We're gonna take some time to do me drag me out, so that when the session starts on Sunday.
Way! Do you guys broadcast that?
No.
Ah,
No.
damn it!
And
We don't play in this kind of environment.
There's-
It's literally them. They have a laptop with the camera kind of set in front of the
And they have, like,
TV,
7
and
people
you
in
can't
one
see
room.
everybody. It's a very large living room, so it's just it's not the right format, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
That would have been so funny though.
But yeah,
I mean, I think with that,
that's what
you'd need
what I'm
like
doing Sunday.
at least like a mirrorless camera and some lenses, and then like invest in some lighting, and
That's
that.
crazy.
And it's
Then we're
and
getting-
for them, it's just I think more of a. I don't want to use. I don't think the fair word is casual, but like much more laid back.
Casual is okay. No,
Everything is,
casual-
Yeah. we whereas here we kind of try to I feel like a lot of times we act, we're acting, we're fleshing out our characters, and I think that game is a little more just comic relief and having fun and joking back and forth, more personal about personal stuff too, whereas
there's
we
also
keep this a little more.
Oh,
So while this game is adults and people that have been there are 2 kids that are involved in that game, and that's kind of
that's like a totally different thing.
Their first D&D intro session as well. So
well, I'm an overgrown kid. I mean, does that count?
No.
Well,
no, it
they're in their
doesn't.
teens, so
It literally is about the age of consent. I'm totally all about not letting like kids on
I
the
got
internet to project until they're like 18. At least have like some like wise words put into their like head,
well,
and then you can actually be there and support them. Like you can help them. Like
Well, with Amber, because there are a couple of the FNAF games that she likes to play that are PC
Oh my
only,
God.
and so as long as I am sitting in the room with her by her side, then I'll jump on stream, and it's like, mom daughter stream time.
yeah,
But they're definitely putting limits on stuff like that, because there are streamers that will like get up and leave the room for 20 minutes and their toddler is just in a diaper in the background bumbling around, and that's just not, and they've been banned.
Yeah.
That particular case, they got their whole gone.
Yeah, that's a little neglectful.
Yeah, so I'm very, very careful.
So Zach's not allowed to get on unsupervised.
Not at all. Nope. The Monday nights is the only time I'm allowed on, and it's only because the
Allowed?
other 4 people are watching.
Yeah, we're all here supervising you. I got you, man. Don't worry, we'll have fun.
If you 4 weren't here watching me, who knows what I would do?
This is actually kind of
Rick
true.
Endorphin.
He ended the stream last night flashing the camera like in character. He was like, "Look what I got now!"
Yeah, our DM was like, I can't wait to see how you work those breasts. And I was like, really? These ones right here? Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Very funny. We got to up our game here, I think. We got to up our game.
Oh,
Yeah,
trust me,
which is a-
I am
which
absolutely
is okay
going
with the
to.
man.
I was kidding. I was just kidding. No, don't hurt us.
All right. Yeah, no, let's get the game.
Yeah.
Well, I did my rouse check. See, I got 7 successes.
Oh crap! I didn't do my
All right, let's get started.
do rouse.
You roll 13 dice.
All hunger. All right, so
For everybody that is out there watching, welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Chronicle Philly by Night. This is our 16th session, which I think we counted with all the other ones. We're over 20, 25 now with all the solos that we've done and stuff like that. So, one of the interesting things. Oh, we're getting some. Well, some people are starting the evening off right, I guess. All right.
Beast mode, activate.
can I re-roll? I use the will
Mulligan.
to re-roll.
Mulligan.
Mulligan. All right.
Wait,
So.
no, what are you talking about? Idaho, you got a rousing success. You're fine.
Yeah,
No, I
he
want
wants
to be hungrier. I want to be
He
hungrier.
never wants the good. He never wants the good.
Which it's hysterical because he's always like that. He's always like, I want to fail. I want to get hungrier. And then like the one time that we did where his hunger was like at a 4, and he was like, shit.
Yeah. That was scary. That was like, oh man, that was
Oh, I
scary.
liked it till I got close, and I was like, no.
Yeah, that's how it always is, right?
Exactly like a kid who wants to go really fast.
It's all fun and games till somebody loses an eye.
Or like, you know, half their like guts.
Or a throat.
Ew.
Or their entire neck.
Mm.
All right, so it's looking like the Alice and our birthday boy are starting the evening a little hungrier, but everybody else is good. So
Happy birthday! For real?
Yeah.
yeah, when I asked him, I told him, I was like, well, do you want to take the night off or do you want to? And he was like, no, this is what I want to do for my birthday. I want to play with
Happy
you.
birthday to you! Oh my god, this is amazing.
This is the best night of the week, man. I can't turn.
Anybody
this down.
take guesses? Take guesses. How old do you think he is?
I'm not gonna skip.
17.
Oh.
Maybe mentally.
You guys are like what, my age? So I'm gonna go ahead and say 37.
I'm 38. Turn 38.
Oh, very close.
I'll be 39 this year.
Me too.
Yeah, we're all getting there. So
Somehow I have a 25-year-old son. I don't know how that worked out.
As much as I love my mom, I know that when she was this age, she was not this cool. Like at least I got that. I love her. She was raising like 4 babies. Like I like she had no time to be cool. But like
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, you know, whenever you debate when you start to get this age, like, man, am I gonna be like my parents? And I'm like, nope.
Do you have blue hair?
I got it brighter and I put it
No.
into a little...
Did your mom have blue
Oh
hair?
God, no! She's never dyed it anything other than...
Right there, you're way cooler right there. Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
love
I
your
did
hair
that-
tonight. It's so cool looking. I love that. It's so neat.
So, last week was a balancing act for the coterie between handling a huge crowd and a big show, people's touchstones making appearances, and having to skirt the edges of kindred society. The seduction of one Carmelo that ended very poorly for Mr. Starwell, at least
That was like the highlight of the whole session.
in terms of taste anyways. Let me go back now and heal that.
Immediately ordered some of those like magic berry suckers. See if those will work. You know, like the ones that turn like lemons and like from like stop the sour from a lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Woke up, ordered one of those the next night. Just be like, see if this will do anything.
The and of course that ending shot
Yeah.
with Ruby and a gun. So
Yeah, me and Dick got off easy.
you think.
Oh, geez. Yeah, damn it.
One of the issues and why kindred tend to be so paranoid is that all kindred lie. in some way, shape, or form, all kindred society lies to one another. So as time goes on, the issue becomes is someone lying to you out of necessity? Is someone lying to you to attempt to hide something, or are they lying to you because it's all part of some grand conspiracy of people pulling strings? Do that for a couple centuries and suddenly everybody is paranoid, which often causes kindred to perhaps miss the little lies that snowball.
Mm.
So, one thing I will tell you that is not a lie is tonight will not have a cliffhanger.
Oh my god.
Right?
I almost feel a little
I'm
worried.
actually kind of like frightened of a resolution at this point.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, can we just have a cliffhanger?
Like, who's
I
going
was-
to die?
Tonight may not have a resolution, but we'll certainly have something heading towards one.
Yet.
So, you all wake up. Some of you a little hungrier than others. The ghouls are already in full swing. It is already looking like it's going to be another busy night. You're getting follow-up crowd from last night as a whole bunch of people who'd never heard of Duran are suddenly looking for a new hangout.
Oh yeah.
All of the ghouls are quite happy about the huge influx of income after last night, which was by far one of the biggest nights that Duran has ever had. So, let's go down the line. Idaho, how are you starting your evening?
So, assuming there was no opportunity to sort of brief the crew last session, since we ended the session not exactly when the night, I guess, ended,
Correct.
I want to make sure that the crew knows the information I found out from Sunny.
Okay, so
So whenever we have a chance for like a little team meeting or whatever.
okay, so what exactly do you want to put out there for them to know?
That Idaho got that information about Sabine, and that she's under Thomas's care or control or something like that, maybe. Just like the gist, because I thought he found out some fairly interesting stuff from Sunny regarding Sabine and Shaw. So I just wanted to make sure that it was disseminated to the group.
Okay.
Shaw hasn't been seen for a while.
Yeah. Kind of like what you put in the notes. So I don't know if we need to really go through it or not. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that Idaho wasn't just keeping that to himself.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Vic, how are you starting your night?
I guess starting at the front door. There wasn't a whole lot else to attend to at the club, I don't think, at the moment. So just kind of checking out the crowd and just kind of doing the normal nightly routine when there's not anything else going on.
Cool. We're gonna come back to the front door in just a second. Alice, how are you starting your evening?
I mean, if we're kind of getting people in from, the overflow of last night and everything's getting busy, I'd double check on Lane at the bar and just make sure we have everything we need, because we needed a lot of inventory, so I need to make sure that we've gotten everything.
Your local distributors, Moira made sure that you have everything that you need. Everything has been taken care of. The bar is completely restocked. A little short on lemons, but that's about it.
Use limes instead.
No. You just make sure you sliver them. You sliver them. That way everybody gets a little bit. You stretch
Rim
that
the
shit.
glass, too. And rim the glass so it always tastes like there's lemon on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Starwell, how are you starting the evening?
Definitely calling up my tastiest, most delicious, sweetest flavored food with benefit. on my dial.
It's okay. To be fair, when you wake up this morning or this evening, it is not the worst thing. It's not like the previous evening. It's a little bit like, have you ever? And this is kind of an out of game, but kind of in game. Have you ever made out with somebody real heavily who was a heavy smoker, and then like later on, you're just like, ah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's like when Pixie smokes in the car.
Am I waking up to company?
You do not have any company.
Okay. Then I would be checking my emails and voicemails.
You have another email from Thrinity
Mm-hmm.
wanting to meet up at some point.
I respond with, let me know when. Let's make it happen.
You have an email, or excuse me, you have a voicemail from a, shall we say, blokey kind of fellow who is leaving a message, says, you know who this is, call me. You also have a voicemail from Carmine inquiring as to the situation with the funeral home. There is a long pause before the message ends. And Carmine finishes his message with, do you know, or have you seen my nephew? The voicemail ends at that point, although it's fairly obvious that there is a recommendation there to, if you have, call.
Me?
There's also a lovely note from Celine thanking you and the club for your hospitality and hoping that they can put on another show for you again.
I read the note and laugh. Should be thanking them how rich they've made me. About, I guess, Shakespeare's number 2.
Yes.
Ugh, don't want to fucking deal with that. I don't want to deal with Carmine either. Pick the easier pill to swallow and call back Carmine.
The phone rings twice, and you are greeted with, good evening, Mr. Starwell.
And a good evening to you as well, Senor Carmine.
Pronounce ravioli.
Is there any movement on the funeral home situation or the task that Moore put in front of you?
As of yet, no. We have lost a bit of momentum there.
I heard that you were hosting quite the soiree at your venue last night.
It was a surprising bump harvest.
Well, you wouldn't have happened to have seen my nephew, would you?
Not for ages. But there were many people here. We had our hands full. He might have come.
I see. Well, if you happen to find him, let him know that I am looking for him.
Is everything all right? I mean, I don't mean to pry into family affairs.
Carmelo has been seen recently associating with unseemly people, and his absence over the last few nights has left some in the family wondering where he is.
Mm.
Do I know if he's just like actually human, like actually just a young human?
He is as human as someone from that particular bloodline gets. I mean, you can only be tainted by that particular family and suffer so few consequences.
Right, but like what I'm saying is like he would still be a 25-year-old young man with 25-year-old young manness of humanity and life limited expression kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. So like, okay, thank you. That's what I wanted. Thank you. So to Carmine, I would say, I mean that can be worrisome if we forget our younger days before the embrace.
There's a long pause. Things were quite different for me in those days. Thank you for returning my call, Mr. Starwell. I have things that I need to attend to this evening.
And I will get back to you as soon as I find out, as soon as I can attend to things at hand.
Thank you. The phone goes dead. Vic, out front. The Flyers guy is out there again.
Jeez, he doesn't give up.
Would you?
He hands you a flyer and says, "Hey, have you? I know this is kind of weird. You haven't seen this person, have you?"
I'll take a look at the flyer.
So, this person looks familiar to you. You have definitely seen her around the club. Maybe hanging out with... You need to ask some questions. The flyer guy moves on.
Okay.
Interesting.
take a picture with my phone, send it out. Doesn't look familiar to anybody.
How did you write that text message?
My voice.
I'm just kidding.
He's got
There is
voice to
voice
text.
chat. I
Okay.
mentioned that on the first.
Welcome to the
I've got an app. We've got an app that reads the text message.
What's an app?
App that
21st
translates.
What's an app?
century phone.
What's a phone?
Shut up, youngin. Shut up, youngin.
I could have played some old guy from like the turn of the century.
You don't have to be literate.
You
to
didn't
write
go
text
for the
messages
Luddite. I did.
anymore.
I'm kidding. I know. I'm just joking around. Oldest guy playing the youngest guy. Does that work?
I mean, if
Now,
we,
what the
if-
rest of this?
I mean,
what the
Freud
rest
would
of
say
this
so.
paper says.
The text that reaches everybody is a flyer. It's the same missing persons. Idaho, you know who this is quite well. I mean, you're not really sure what her name is.
Oh, it's
It starts with an H.
Is it
Heidi.
Heidi?
It starts with an H.
Hannah
It's Hildegard.
Harrison.
Hildegard,
Harrison.
Harrison,
Oh Lord.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh, wait a minute. Happy Gilmore. Oh my God. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll text back right away. Yeah, I know who that is. That's this person. Yeah.
That's,
The hell, she's missing since last night. She was in here last night.
she has kids.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Idaho cares about that.
You're not that far from your humanity, man.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah, so yes, of course, Idaho thinks about that. But as far as the text, yeah, I know her. That's Hildebrand. She was in here last night.
So,
Hildebrand.
Andrea adds to the text thread and says, "Did she make it home last night?"
Don't know. I actually went looking for her after the concert ended, and she wasn't here anymore.
What do we got on cameras?
So, you resort to the security footage, correct?
Are we
Or
on dolphin
somebody-
shows?
Somebody's going to have to actually question. If you're resorting to the security footage, you're out front, Vic. Who is going to actually go look?
Has to be Idaho.
I can go look.
Okay. As you're going through the security footage from the previous night, looking for her, the last place that you see is her leaving shortly after the band gets off stage. She kind of goes out with the crowd. Appears to be alone.
Like just heading out, just leaving.
No front of house cameras?
If we're going to say there were also cameras on the street that are at the front, they would basically show the same thing. It's her leaving with the crowd and
Okay,
And usually cameras on a door or where they have people line up just for insurance and security reasons.
yeah. So basically, they don't show us anything out of the ordinary, right?
right, just her leaving.
So whenever, do you want me to go ahead and just respond to that now, or do we need to take care of other things, assuming it may have taken Idaho a while to do that?
Well, between fast forward and
All right, okay.
then
So
we
yeah,
just-
I'll
it
just
didn't take
basically
long.
say, yeah, she's on the cameras leaving by herself. Looks like everything is, nothing's out of the ordinary. Do you want me to cruise by her place?
If you can confirm she's not missing, we're not one of the missing. Don't get too involved. But
And don't get seen.
yeah, don't get.
Neither one of those are a problem for me.
Go for it.
All right. Well, then, whenever you want to get around to it, ST, I'll jump in the van and head over to her place to check her out.
Okay.
I'll see if Andrea wants to come with me. She'll definitely be seen on the cameras.
Andrea's totally down for this.
Nice. I'm gonna make her my girlfriend before this is over.
She's not
Oh.
about like the whole club scene, but she's all about getting shit done.
Head to.
So that's a woman who looks forward to getting her hands dirty.
Seems
Perfect.
like it.
So we're gonna come back to that in a minute. The other three. With this information, how are you starting? How are you going to start off your evening? What are you all going to be doing?
Did Andrea go with Idaho?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just pretty much status quo. I mean, it doesn't really involve me at this point, so whatever.
I'm
Have
gonna
you-
set up a. I'm gonna set up a little like, if I can, just like a little perch somewhere above, for Andrea to come back to, so she can watch people coming out of the club and see if she sees anything unusual, you know, anybody getting taken or anything like that. Once they leave the purview of the cameras.
It might be time to boost that up too.
Yeah.
Make calls about instilling some extra ones on the alleyway, around the building.
Yeah.
Since we are now a place of power,
Do we
I think
have
security.
What do we know who owns the buildings around us, and if any of them are for sale? Do we have the option of expanding, or?
Well, so New Rain is actually on the corner of the corner. The other part about it is that the buildings next to it are actually owned by Mr. Starwell. They are apartments. They are part of the domain, so they are already in your purview in terms of hunting grounds.
Okay, so we can set perches up on those too. Okay.
And increase like the video capabilities of like the perimeter of our.
Based on our income from last night, I think we can
Reinvest in the club.
expand in a little bit
Mhm.
of security. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Speaking of last night,
She said,
Alice,
Yep.
have you shared the photo from last night with any of your coterie?
I think at this point I would just keep it between me and Michael. I see Michael as kind of a voice of reason when I don't know what the fuck I'm even thinking of, so
Okay, so you have shared the photo with Michael. Okay.
what is this photo?
The
I'm
end
sorry,
of-
I'm just.
The end of of the previous evening, Alice received a photo from an unknown number. The photo was taken from over the shoulder. In the foreground of the photo was a lock of pastel mint hair. On the shoulder itself, resting, was a nickel-plated .38. In the background was two people talking. One of them was Alice's sire, who is engaged in conversation with the Malkavian primogen Bianca at her club. The photo very clearly shows that Bianca knows that she's on camera and is looking directly at the phone.
What does the conversation say?
What do you mean?
Like it's just a picture, right?
Yep.
And we just see Bianca talking to the Primogen.
Well, Alice's sire talking to the Primogen.
Who is Alice's sire? Alice, who's your sire again?
The psychiatrist.
Oh, yes, that's what the sire means. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. He made you, not you made them.
That would be my progeny
Child.
child.
Yeah.
You are the child.
Yeah.
He's the one that made you a vampire.
Yeah. So it would be your child if we were talking about that. Okay.
No, well,
Yeah.
No,
her
child of
sire.
him. The
Right.
one that
We
made
would
her.
be talking about Alice's child if it was somebody she made, not
Mhm.
Right,
Alice's
correct.
sire.
Mhm.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. And all we see is, do we know if she's alive or not? Like, do we get any hint of that from this image? We just see the gun and her slumped over and the hair.
She's not slumped over. She's the one taking the photo.
Ruby is.
Or what looks like Ruby. You don't actually get a picture of her face.
We just see her hair and a gun pointed here.
So the picture, so if we're going to take a frame, it's
Mhm.
basically from like here,
Mm-hmm.
and she's holding a gun right like this.
Mm-hmm.
So one could infer, if they wanted to, that Ruby is or was planning on taking a shot at one of the two people in that picture, if not both.
Girl gonna get herself killed.
It would fucking appear so.
Some people just want to sprint to the grave.
So now I'm bringing this to you, Michael, in hopes of some clarity as to, like, I mean, obviously there's a lot going on in this image, but the fact that my sire and Bianca are obviously conversing, I just get a bad feeling about all of this. And how he would have contact with Ruby or know her or make that connection really bothers me.
Or how she would have tracked him down.
Yeah, that's even more bizarre.
But I'm wondering, is it the other way around?
Could be.
At this point, there's no information other than these three people are together in the same location that really have no point being together in the same location.
Okay. Point of order, and this is something that you would know, Mr. Starwell.
Okay.
Now, Alice's sire is not an anarch.
Yeah.
Part of the traditions as a member of the Camarilla is you have to go to either the prince or the ranking member of your clan and declare that you are in a major domain. So the idea that her sire was going to the Malkavian Primogen is not that weird. That, in fact, makes a lot more sense in terms of kindred politics of him coming in from New York, coming to Philadelphia, and him basically declaring, much like customs, and saying, "Hi, I'm here. This is what I'm doing."
Okay.
That does not explain, however,
What Ruby's doing there.
what Ruby is doing there.
Yeah. That's the weird part.
I honestly have no idea how to play this one.
Well, one thing you do know is where they are, because the white club in the background
Mm-hmm.
almost certainly indicates that they are at Bianca's club.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I mean, obviously, depending on how, if we can get coverage for the bar and everything, if we think we can everyone can handle things here, what would you think about us heading over to the White Club?
I think that might be worth sniffing out.
Yep.
So,
Because this is like two loose ends
one
and
second,
one
guys.
slash.
I've got IRL issue. Just 1 second.
okay. You were saying?
Hello?
Well, this seems like an odd and pointed attack towards Alice.
I would be interested in hearing more on that thought line.
I mean, just because like Hersire goes out of their way to pick up her possible child slash ghoul.
If he knows that.
Especially if it's like an abusive.
If the photos to be so the distance between the neckline, which looks like Ruby's, and Bianca and Alice's sire, the distance between them is probably 10 to 15 feet. So it's not as if Ruby is with them.
So Ruby's almost like taking something on her own, trying to prove something to Alice.
I mean, she's been acting weird ever since Threnody woke up.
Right. I'm so confused when it comes to Ruby.
Yeah, I think we all are.
Well, she was in the cage with Threnody when Threnody was
Yeah.
going crazy. Like she experienced some trauma while she was in there.
And then she pursued her after Threnody left.
That's not to say that trauma excuses.
Trauma makes people do crazy stuff.
But
Okay. Sorry about that. Doctor's office called like 3 times in a row. I don't know. Anyway.
So, but to also worth mentioning, speaking of trauma that she endured, I mean, this was not a one and done encounter with a frenzy and kindred. She was locked in that room for hours, facing down a frenzy and kindred.
Who that is?
Ruby.
Ruby.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe Ruby has some
until I went in there and got her out. Until I went in there and got her out of that cage, she was in there and no one else was even going to go in there.
So she was in there like literally fighting off Threnody?
She wasn't fighting off Threnody, but
Threnody was fighting off her beast.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Threnody never attacked her, but she was
having a hard time.
Yes.
Yeah. And I know how terrifying a certain look can be.
Well, to put a more animal spin on it, imagine spending hours in chummed waters with a shark that is losing their shit.
No.
And the only thing that is keeping you from getting eaten is the shark's self-control.
Mm-hmm.
I would stay out of the ocean after that, not go find the shark later.
Yeah, no shit. I'm definitely not happy with her choices, but
I mean, it's very confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a bit of like the recreation activity that like trauma people who suffer trauma do, where they try to like recreate the situation so they can like have a various outcome. But like this one's a little like too big of a risk. Like the different outcome might be like a permanent one.
And she was the ghoul of a Malkavian to begin with, so it's not like she had a full set of dice.
Has she been ghouled?
no, I didn't get to ghoul her.
Yeah,
Everything
really?
went down.
No,
Everything
I
went
didn't
down.
ghoul yet.
Went right when I was going to. We had made the
Right.
agreement, she and I, and she wanted some time.
Okay.
And then,
I misunderstood. I thought she was your ghoul already. That's
No, we were working on that shit, and it just.
Because like somebody tried to like claim her
Oh.
away from Al.
Whoa.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. I was like, I don't know that sound on my phone.
Right, I forgot I had this in here with me.
Talking about old.
So the three of you are planning to head to Lavana Polita.
I'm sorry, I missed our third. Who's our third?
Would be
the three of us. Vic and Michael.
Vic, Alice, and Michael.
Okay, Vic's coming. Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
Idaho
not?
is not with Andrea.
I was gonna say, are you not included? Or were you not including Vic with that? Were you planning on making it girls' night out?
No. It was just that was the 5 seconds I took to answer that stupid phone call from my doctor, and I'd taken my headphones off. So when you said 3, I was like, I know it's us, but who else?
Vic's not invited. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, both of those. Yep, you got it right. Both of those.
Vic is not allowed to join.
I find it funny you still called it a girls' night.
Mm-hmm.
Michael is so pretty.
Sorry.
I got bitch tits. It's okay.
Yeah, we are pushing the gender
I was
boundary.
gonna say with those giant
Yeah,
muscles.
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
those giant muscles.
No, it's just he said that, and I thought about Bob.
Oh,
Robert Paulson. His name is
It's
Robert
Robert Paulson.
hey, let's not violate the first rule.
Okay,
I didn't say shit.
so the
I
three of
could've-
you. So the three of you are going to head to Ruby's last known location.
Mm-hmm.
The White
Okay.
Club.
Okay, so we're going to come back to that in a second.
That was awesome. And there's the phone again. So tense.
Sorry, I had to turn it down.
That was that same anger you get when an episode finishes without concluding something that you're watching. You're like, ugh.
I do.
All right.
Yeah, sorry guys. The house phone's a thing for like, work and everything.
Ah,
Yeah.
Car
no
wash.
problem.
Idaho.
Mm.
Andrea knows exactly where to go since she's had to pick you up from here at least once before.
At
Yeah.
least.
At least.
While
So-
you are on the way,
Mm.
is there anything that you want to talk with Andrea about?
Yeah. So, did Andrea, what were you doing last night during the show? Were you on the roof or were you down in the club?
Run in line.
Oh, okay. So I guess you wouldn't have seen. This lady didn't look familiar to you, other than the obvious connection. You didn't see anything last night.
I didn't notice when she left.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry when she came in. Didn't see her when she left.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Andrea was in the group text, right? She knows why we're doing this.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, other than that, I did want to take the time to text Abby.
I saw.
Okay, cool. So I don't know if we need to address that or not. I just wanted to let you know that I wasn't forgetting about that. That I was just going to basically say, hey, it was cool seeing you last night. How's everything going? And then just kind of move on with whatever.
Okay, so basically, just a general check-in text.
Okay. Figure I should start doing that with her, and maybe the other touchstone too. But I guess we'll find out about that later. As far as that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what what would be meaningful to talk about unless I don't know.
Andrea, as you're pulling into the neighborhood, she glances over at you and says, "How are you planning on handling this?"
Well, first off, I want to make sure that she's actually missing. So, I mean, I wanted to go in stealth. I'm not just going to go up and knock on the door.
I mean, your bloodhound would come in handy for this.
Did we bring him?
No, you.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Did we bring Snoopy with us? I don't remember.
Wait, where's Shaggy? Where's Shaggy?
Where's Shaggy?
Sorry.
Look,
Scooby.
I'm not going close. I'm not going near that house without a Scooby snack. That's all I'm saying. I mean, so I kind of want to go in secretive
Robbing banks
because if I can go in and like
on the
peek through the
Scooby
window
snacks.
and she's at home, then this is bullshit. If she's not, I mean, are the kids there? Are people, you know what I mean? I want to kind of get an idea if she's really missing or not based on sort of observing things without being seen, if at all possible.
Okay.
Did you pick up any points in obfuscate?
Nope. I do have a teensy
Okay.
bit of stealth, I believe.
Okay, no, I knew you'd picked up some skills from me from training you. I just didn't know if obfuscate was one.
No, I think that was like an increase to chest size or something.
The breastplate stretcher.
I was gonna say it's actually to be
Like that
specific,
thigh master for your
it's
chest.
increased to cup size, but whatever.
No, I learned the what did I get? The potence or the protean? Protean. I got the protean.
Potence.
Or
Potence.
potence? Oh no, protean is the damn gangrel thing. Damn it, that is not what I got. Potent.
You got potence from me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andrea drops you off.
Okay, actually, before she drops me off, Andrea,
Okay.
during your time with the tower, do you have any contacts with law enforcement?
She gives you a very, very eyes narrowed look before saying, "Why?"
Because I want to know if there's a missing persons report on Hildegard. I mean, how does Homeboy know to put her on a flyer if she just disappeared last night? She's an adult.
I know.
Did someone
Just
file a missing persons
metagaming
report?
over here. Yeah, metagaming. I was like, even the police say in some places at least 24 hours. So why is this guy coming out?
That's a huge myth. First off, huge myth. If you know somebody is missing, do not waste any time calling
No.
immediately.
You should. To everybody listening, I'm just saying, like, in some jurisdiction, it's true. Until you've had 12 hours of no contact, the police won't do a lot.
Right,
Face
but
that.
yeah, right.
So that's why I
basically,
wondered why is this guy running
Yeah.
around when she's been gone since last night?
So she hasn't even been gone 24 hours.
Yeah, no, I'm just meta over here.
So maybe like the babysitter said, like she never came back, and the babysitter's like, "Where's this lady?"
Exactly.
Or like,
Right.
Right.
whoever's watching the kids.
That's what Idaho's wanting to find out.
Right. So I'm just
who
since
knows she's missing.
I don't have police contacts. If you have access, I mean, I'd like to know, is there a missing persons report on Harrison?
Andrea shakes her head. She goes, "Not at this level. If it was bigger deal, if it was longer, if it was interstate, I could probably pull some old strings, but not at this level."
So we really don't know. All right, that's cool. Well, I'm just gonna go peek around the house. You wanna, watch from the outside, overwatch me, and just ping me if you see anything out of the ordinary.
She goes,
I
"All
mean,
right."
she could set up across the window and see what she sees from the outside.
Yeah, whatever.
So she drops you off basically at one end of the block and drives to the other end and parks your van. As you approach the house, well, okay, so before we go into that, how are you planning the approach? Are you just going to walk right up the street and try to take a look around? Are you going to try to like hop in the back?
So I'm gonna just walk up like I should be there, and just to take a casual look. Because I mean, if I see like lights and police tape, then that's it. But if everything looks normal, then I'm gonna creep up on a window or something.
And to be fair, if this is an apartment building, I swear to God, there's nothing easier to get into than just waiting for somebody to get out.
This is a house, so
Yeah.
As you walk out, there do appear to be lights on. Not all of the lights, but it does appear that there are people in the
No
house.
police tape or anything.
Nothing like that. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go see if I can peek into a window.
Okay, I'm guessing you're going to attempt to be stealthy about this.
I'm gonna try. I mean, I could roll for my ability to trip on the front yard or something.
Okay, so you're looking at a Dex
Okay,
and
truffles.
stealth roll. Add 1 to your
Hi,
roll. Because you've already been here, so you already know the lay of the land. So this is not a particularly difficult test, but if you do fuck this up, it could have some repercussions.
So what's my numbers I'm going for?
So 2, 2 plus 1, so 5 total. So 4 and 1.
Okay, 1 and 4. Okay, gotcha. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, wait, no, it still doesn't mean anything.
It is still 1 success.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
as you are going up to the front window in a rather unspectacular fashion, you slip on a rock and kind of stumble forward and kind of bump against the window.
Well, I'm just going to go to the front door now.
Okay, so you head to the front door.
I have met the kids, right?
Wait, so that was that actually a baby crying or a cat noise?
I know. I heard it too.
Okay, thank
That
you.
wasn't from here. That wasn't from
hear
here.
it.
Michael,
You sure?
you've got
Is
some
Bowie
cat that
outside?
wants-
No, I haven't heard anything outside.
Okay.
that I know of.
Okay.
I'll pull
Michael,
one of
I
your
think
off
that-
just in case.
I think you've got cats trying to yell at you for exit of your room. I think that's what that
I
was.
really thought I was losing my mind. That's why I looked at
No,
you
I
and your
thought
eyes got big, and I was like,
I was like, was that a
Michael's cat
baby?
looks like a dog.
Is there an infant left?
right?
somewhere?
No, I've
So
got
yeah,
one in my lap.
Perfect soundtrack for this
She ain't
moment.
making noise.
Yes, especially when he like fell into the window. And
Yeah, he
got
stepped on a
kids, and I'm
cat.
like,
He stepped on
are
a
we
cat.
doing sound effects now, guys?
He stepped on a cat.
So,
So yeah, if he flubs it and bumps into the window, then I'm trying to be stealthy and just walk up and knock on the front door.
door opens a couple moments later. The child, and it is most certainly a child who is standing in front of you, is probably, if they're 10, they're lucky. He is the spitting image of his mom, maybe a little pudgier. Looks up at you and says, "Can I help you?"
But is this one of the kids I've seen before?
You've seen them, but you have never interacted with them, as you
Okay.
decided to duck out over the
Right.
fence the last time you heard them.
Right. I go, hey, my name's Idaho. I'm a friend of your mom's. Is she around?
He kind of looks back in the house. He goes, she's not available.
Okay. Oh my God. I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier. I should have just called her or texted her earlier before I got here. Shit. All right. Well, when's she going to be home?
I don't know.
You don't know.
A slightly older girl, maybe 13, 14, comes to the door. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm Idaho. I'm a friend of your mom's. I was looking for your mom.
Yeah, we are too.
What? What do you mean you're looking for her?
She was supposed to come home last night. She never did.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, are the cops helping you?
No, nobody's fucking helping us. Like,
Wait a minute. Who knows that she's missing?
I mean, I have no idea. Like, we've been sitting here waiting all day long.
Okay. I don't know if your mom's told you anything about me, but I'm a friend of your mom's. I work at a club, whatever, nightclub. And
You and everybody else.
yeah, well, yeah, but I work at the real nightclub, the one with all the lights. Whatever.
Poor parentified oldest daughter.
No shit. She jaded as fuck already.
Say,
Like, oh, another one. You're another one of these.
so
You're nothing special. Who the fuck are you? Can you help us?
Right.
yeah, that's why I'm special, not because I fuck your mom, but because I'm here to try to help you find your mom. How about that?
Ooh, drop
don't say
a
that. I'm not gonna
bomb on her.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not
Here
gonna
we
say
go. Here we go. Let me bring back a classic.
Oh man.
that's what's inside internal
You gotta
monologue.
salt
No,
it. Salt it.
no. So I want to help find your mother, and I know she's missing because somebody came by the club earlier tonight with one of those missing persons flyers with her face on it.
The
So-
the 14-year-old at this point, the little one looks like he's about to burst into tears. The 14-year-old is looking at you like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, could I be more clear? Who knows?
You are talking to children. You're talking to
It's
children.
Idaho. It's Idaho.
True beans.
Who
Very
knows
true, babes.
who's missing?
We're not
Don't know
here.
that anybody. We didn't know she was missing. We just figured she was out on another goddamn bender.
Well, she could be, but I'm here to try to find out if she needs help or not.
Well, then, like, how did she end up on a flyer?
Hey, that's what I'm
The
wondering.
kids don't even know that she's missing. How did she end up on a flyer at the front of our door the very next
All right.
night while her
The next-
kids still think she's out on a bender?
This is totally meta, but Idaho's gonna shoot this over to Vic at some point. Next time that motherfucker with the flyer shows up, we follow his ass when he leaves.
I don't think he's gonna show up after this, but
He
Okay.
showed up
He's shown
after
up every
much
night.
more stupidity.
He is showing up night after night after night after night.
How does this asshole know who's missing?
Last night we're
How do we
insane.
know?
Okay.
How do we know he's not in on it and he's just trying to
what I mean.
scope out like the people that like, oh, now I've taken them. Now let's see if anybody gives a shit. I'll put them on a flyer. That's why we know half of them are fake.
Wait, okay, so I'm gonna say
That may work, but we're not there right now. So
Have you guys tried to call her?
have we tried what?
No. This is me back in game talking to the kids.
Oh.
Have you tried to call her? Have you tried to call your mom?
It goes dead. It goes straight to voicemail.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to look for her. Okay. I'm going to see if I can find her.
Okay. Do you have the house number here?
I probably don't, do I?
No.
All right. I'm going to say, here's my number. Give me
Okay.
your number. My name again is Idaho.
She
Like
shakes
I said.
shakes your hand very stiffly and goes, Tracy.
Okay, Tracy. I am going to look. I'm going to try to find her. Okay. And maybe she'll just show up and maybe it's nothing. All right. But I'm going to try to find her.
She goes, just anything you can do, because
Yeah. And anything you know that could help me. But yes, I'm going to go
does she
see.
have
I'm
enough
gonna go-
food or anything?
She what?
Tracy, do the kids have food?
Yeah, I thought about that
They
in
have
the back of my
somebody?
mind, but I'm not sure if Idaho would ask him that or not. I mean, are you guys all right here without your mom?
I mean, she's what we got. She's it. Like I'm in charge of the bills, but if she's not here to bring home a check, then what are we gonna do?
Yeah. Don't worry about that right now. I mean, as long as you're cool for tonight, right? You're cool right now.
I guess we could do another night.
What are you short of money?
No, we're not short on money, but like I can't drive to the store to get food.
I got you. Don't worry about that. If you need that, I got you. But I also want to look for your mom.
Okay, well, yeah, like if you hear anything, then let me know.
I mean, order some pizza or something. Just
Would they be open for you going into her room and looking around a bit?
maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
But so she didn't make it home. Yeah, I'm gonna put a pin in that. Because I feel like I've kind of traumatized them enough at this point.
You might as well just give them $20 and be like, here, order you guys yourself some pizza and some soda.
That's kind of what I was at. I'm like, all right, but if she says she's got money, I mean, Idaho is not the kind that's going to throw money at somebody who says they have money. So you have plenty of money, right?
Like we can hang out for the next say day or so, but
All right, can I borrow a 10? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Right.
Bam!
Is Idaho rolling with the fat Zack from last night?
I mean, all of you would have cash on hand.
All right. I'm just gonna put just to like show to try to make some sort of show of sincerity or whatever. I'm gonna throw like $100 at her or something and say, or hand her some money and say, all right, I'm gonna go take a look. If anything comes up, if you hear anything, let me know. All right, and I'll do the same.
Awesome. Thank you for not being the giant prick that most of the time she brings home.
No, I'm not giant. I'm just a prick. So it's all good. Don't worry about it. All right, so I'm gonna head back to the van.
Still a prick, just not a giant one.
That's right.
So you get back to the van.
Yeah.
Andrea's waiting. What do you tell her?
I tell her that I'm in dire need of a bio break unless we're getting close to being done with our part.
This is actually a pretty appropriate place for a bio break.
Sounds good.
So come back and talk to Andrea when we're done with the bio break.
Yeah, we'll come back at the top of the hour.
Yeah, sounds
Awesome.
good. Or just about everybody. We understand. Thanks to all our lurkers out there. We love you guys. Feel free to at least drop a hi in the chat so I know you're around. We're going to take our bio break now. Go get something to drink, a snack, a smoke, what you need, and we'll be back with you soon. Be right All right, so thanks everybody for sticking with us tonight and making it through that bio break. Big announcement. We had 100 followers tonight. And I know that's like small steps in the world of Twitch, but it means a whole hell of a lot to me, to my crew here. We all appreciate it. We love you guys. Tonight we had just a little status update. Just before we went live, Drewski Baby followed. We got rated by my good friend Charlotte, Princess_Charlotte. You should check her out. She's great. And she hit me up with a subscribe. And we got Chisu Deadly, Parisha88, and Stream Sammy coming in with the last 3. So I'm super honored. Thank you guys so much for joining the playground.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm kind of flabbergasted, which rarely happens. Okay.
I can fix that.
I know. We're
no.
gonna get there.
no.
We're gonna get there. All right, so we're gonna jump right back into it and see what's going on with Adrian. Adrian.
Welcome back, everybody, to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Philly by Night. When we left off, Idaho was checking out the house of Heather, Harrison, Hildegard, Hobbit, whatever.
Heidi.
And found out that the only people in the house are her kids, and that she did not make it home the previous evening. But that they had not, as of yet, submitted any sort of missing persons request or call to the police. So, Idaho, you were heading back. You get to the van. Andrea's there. What do you tell her?
Well, it looks like we might have a missing person here. I mean, I'm going to basically fill her in. I don't have any reason to hide anything from her.
Andrea looks at you and basically says, "This doesn't sound like a missing persons case anymore.
What's it sound like?
This sounds like a murder case."
Well, yeah, I mean, I hope not. I guess we can find out. I mean,
We just jumped kidnapping and we went right off that murder cliff right there. We didn't even think of it.
No, we did. I mean, how many of the missing persons people have actually shown back up?
I know.
And she's not worth much to ransom.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's possible. I hope it's not the case. It's possible.
She's like, theoretically, as far out as we are, maybe she's dead in a ditch somewhere from a car accident.
Yeah, there's no telling what it could be related or not. But it has to be related because Homeboy showed up with a flyer with her picture on it, and she has been missing less than 24 hours. So I want to find Homeboy.
Andrea nods and goes, "All right. So where are we headed?"
Shit. Let's go back to the neighborhood and see if we can find a Homeboy walking around handing out flyers.
Okay. So you're heading back to New Rain.
Because Idaho doesn't realize the other 3 have left on their errand, right?
Correct. There was never a text sent out that I recall. So let's bounce over to the U3. The drive, I guess this would be the Vic's first night driving the Charger.
If I fit in the driver's seat.
You sure it's not a Mini Cooper?
Right? How big is Vic now?
It's a Fiesta. It's a Ford Fiesta. So
Mini Cooper is not an option.
Vic es muy grande.
the drive into Center City is a little tense.
It's like camping.
A little bit. Definitely going out into the woods here. As you drive towards La Vena Pulita, You drive past a familiar art gallery and a familiar garage. Tonight, they don't look like anything special. They just look like it's another night, another gallery opening, another person hoping to get famous. They have no idea what was occupying this space a very short time ago. As you pull up in front of the club, the decor on the outside of the club is very modern. It's very clean lines. Everything is either white, black, or silver. Lots of glass, lots of giant open windows at the front. The inside, frankly, with all of the columns and the mirrors on the windows or on the sides of the walls and on the hallway, from the outside, maybe it looks a little bit like a 90s rap video, but all of the people who are going in are dressed for a nice evening out. The bouncer at the door, suit, tie, large. It looks very upstanding. You pull up, park. So what are you gonna do?
I'm kind of following Michael and Al's lead at this point. I'm kind of here for backup. So wherever they need me.
I mean, at this point, I think
for.
you should take the lead, Michael. I mean, you've kind of got the clout at this point to
Fair. I
kind
also have
of-
no idea what I'm walking into, and Ruby's not necessarily like responsive to me.
Okay, then
No,
I'll
no,
take
no.
the
I'm
lead.
saying we should all three go, but I think you should be the one at the door to be like, I'm here to see so and so, and I'm Michael Starwell, and
No, I'm the representative, Michael Starwell. This is Michael Starwell.
Can we sorry, out of game really quickly. ST. This God, what's this woman's name?
Bianca?
Bianca. She's the one with the shaved head.
Mm-hmm.
always wears white.
She was there when Idaho was turned.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And this is your sire who's been like trying to tempt you back out recently. And we've got your
I wouldn't say
favorite,
tempt.
let's
I
say.
always got the feeling he was more or less just trying to play with me in a way.
I mean, yeah, like to get you back
But
out,
yeah.
to like make you vulnerable.
And where are we? What sort of territory are we in?
This is Camarilla
Cam.
territory.
Camry. Okay, Cam territory. Okay.
Crap, this might not be worth it.
Meaning,
We need to get in. Well, we need to get in
Well,
regardless.
no, meaning that we have wandered into other people's territory. One of like your favorite human, soon to be ghoul, is in there, and we don't know in what state. So how do we approach
what if we
possibly
just
diffusing a bomb
play it?
while
We just play it
still
stupid.
not coming off as an act of aggression?
We just play stupid. You are just here to meet with Bianca, one club owner to another, and how's it going? And we just wanted to get out of our place to get a drink somewhere else. How is it go? Just play totally stupid.
Is that cohesive with our previous interactions with Bianca?
I mean, there haven't really been previous
Okay.
interactions with Bianca. The closest that you've had for previous interactions with Bianca would have been basically on the very first night when Idaho was turned. Bianca was standing outside watching you leave. The other,
She wasn't the person on the dance floor that lured him in?
well, that was your last, but the last thing.
Oh. Yeah.
He's talking about from Michael's perspective.
Yeah. Got you. Sorry.
And and from Michael's perspective, the last time that you would have seen Bianca would have been at the art gallery, the night when Charles dressed you down in front of basically the ivory tower upper court.
Well. We're in Cam territory. We're trying to find Ruby. All right, let's go in.
So
I will lead the way. Follow my lead. And somebody let Idaho know where we are. See if they can like get here with Andrew to back us up in case we need it.
Text sent.
So, side thing. Andrian gets the message with you at home. She looks at it and she goes, I can drop you there. But after our last foray into Cam territory, you and I are persona non grata.
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah, never mind. Don't go. Never mind.
they associate that with me?
This is where we are in case shit goes down, but keep your ass out of the way unless we need you.
Right.
Yeah, but that's kind of an out of game thing I'm asking, because how do they know that I was involved? I know they know Andrea, but I successfully avoided being spied on the cameras and all that.
That's true, but she's including you because you were there.
Yeah. All right. Well, so basically, you guys sent us a text. The text didn't say "come here now." It said "be ready to give backup" or what?
Yeah.
All right.
Just stand by.
Just make yourselves available.
Yeah, letting you know where we are.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to Andrea. Let's keep doing what we're doing, but let's be ready to haul ass over there if they need us.
So, all right. So so Andrew says, so where are we going? I've never been there. That sounds like a weird place.
How do you spell that? How do you spell that for Google Maps?
It's the ice crushing factory is what it is.
I was like, what is he eating? Corn nuts? Like, what is that?
I know.
Crunchy?
It sounded like corn nuts. I was like, it's the only thing that's like crunchy other than
ice. It's ice. All right. So yeah, we're just going to the hood. I just want to cruise around the area and see if we can find a homeboy with the flyers.
Okay. So, question: have you guys put out? Have you guys basically put out an APB at the club that you guys are looking for the flyer guy?
Oh, that should be on me. I should do that. So I'm going to shoot it. Okay, as me and Andy are heading back to our hood, I'm going to send a group message and say, found out that, Heather Brand has been missing since last night, and I think we need to find where is Flyer Guy, because how does he know she's even missing already? So that's
keep an eye out for Flyer Guy. Yeah.
So basically, I guess our texts are going to kind of pass each other, because Idaho would not have known yet that they had gone over to the other club.
Right.
And then we received the text from the other group, so we're kind of sharing information simultaneously to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Common, because
after about 5 minutes, a return text comes from Romano and goes, I know exactly where he is. And the next text is a picture of him out front of the club handing out flyers.
Cool. All right. Well, I don't want to intervene. I don't want to intervene on the other scenes since they haven't got to do much yet, but we'll just.
I was gonna say we're gonna come back to that.
We're gonna come back to my thing.
Text him not to let him leave.
Yeah, I would just say don't let them leave,
Okay.
and then we're done for now.
At the club at Lavana Polita, when you walk up, how do you present yourselves?
Well, how's everybody else dressed? Well, I come up and just act like I'm trying to buy more art for my new VIP room.
Now this is a club, not an art
We're
gallery.
not at the gallery. We're at the club.
Oh,
Just
yes.
going-
Sorry.
I would
Sorry,
say
yeah,
I would
no.
say I'm in like nice like skinny jeans and a black blazer kind of get up.
I'm always
Like nothing too
I'm
formal,
always
but
dressed.
I mean, like club industry all looks the same because for a
I'm always
reason.
dressed as like front door bouncer. So I mean, I
So
would
we'll
like-
blend in a club as well. As well, skinny jeans and a black shirt, especially if you sexy, because it doesn't matter as long as you're sexy at front doors. Let's be real.
So Vic's getting in.
I think everybody's getting in. We're just gonna like approach and be like, "Evening," see if we can go in.
As you approach, the bouncer holds up a hand and turns his head away and talks into his headset. Comes back, says, I need to pull 3 of you out of line. Can I talk to you for a minute?
of course.
He brings you a discreet amount of the way from the door, away from where people can hear. He goes, we are a kindred-friendly establishment as long as you follow the rules. No feeding, no use of disciplines, and anything that you do here will be on camera.
It's fine with me.
As long as those things are acceptable to you, you are more than welcome to participate in the evening.
I think we are all on the same page.
Yes, of course.
In that case, he puts wristbands on the 3 of you and says, then have a good evening. Your wristbands are a notable firecracker red. As you are heading in, you notice that the other people who are heading in are in the either green or purple wristbands.
Interesting.
With my bloodhound, can I smell all human?
There is a mix of people in the crowd, Vic. There are definitely kindred here. The general atmosphere and mood of the club, which you are picking up with your nose, is generally very upbeat.
More specific to the wristbands. Does it seem like the
Like, can he tell what's the difference between the purple and the green?
No.
But the red definitely seem like kindred.
You have not yet seen a non-human wearing a red wristband, so.
Okay. So at least it doesn't seem like they're identifying us 3 specifically. This is more just a kindred thing. This is anyone who's kindred gets a red one.
That would be what you would assume.
Okay, that was what I mainly wanted to find out, was whether we were being singled out individually or whether this was a kindred. Okay, that makes sense.
I was thinking we was the VIP because that's how we be. But
So I think upon entry, I'm gonna turn to Vic and Al, and I'm gonna be like, "All right, I'm gonna go to the right. You guys stick together and go to the left because Al's gonna need some backup tonight in case Sweater Vest is around."
Bullshit. I got my toy, but just saying.
No.
Dang.
No. Again,
No.
remember the rules.
It's like
we're not on
Discovery.
our
Don't leave
That's
home
not a
without it.
discipline. That's not a
We've
discipline.
got a lot to not fuck up. We're here to get Ruby
It's a
and get
last.
back out.
It's a last resort.
Boom. Right in the head. Boom. Oh, sorry.
Last resort.
All right. Whoever can find Ruby and get her to get back out. Let's do this.
Definitely.
As you the main area, the floor at Lavana Polita is set up as kind of a floor in a floor. The main dance floor is set into the ground. So the outside square of the building there's bars there's tables, there's a staircase that goes up to a second level that kind of overlooks everything.
This sounds like Cielo in New York.
The second floor, as you look up, is actually not just a balcony area, it is a second dance floor. But what is on the ceiling, so it's 2 stories. On the top ceiling, it is a giant mirror. The middle floor is actually transparent. So people who are on the middle dance floor can be seen from the bottom floor.
Oh, wow. How cool.
With the mirror above it, it gives a huge, to people who are looking up, it gives kind of a reverse, like a falling feeling, but
wow.
It also makes the crowd look insanely busy at all times because of the doubling of the floors. It makes it look like that floor is packed, even if there are spaces there.
Good way to hide Vamps.
Let's go.
I know, right?
It's a really good way to hide the lack of reflection of some Vamps.
I need to go dancing.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get our red wristbands and go.
Oh my God, I'm so ready to go dancing. Oh my God.
The inside, the decor is overwhelmingly white. The columns are white. The floor is white. The lighting is a soft white that mimics the color of the other. It is an almost overwhelming experience in some ways. The lack of contrast makes everything feel surreal. As you head in, so you are splitting up within the club. Michael, you're heading off on your own. Alice and Vic, you're going off together, correct?
Mm-hmm. Right and left.
Okay. We'll start with you. Michael, as you were going down the outside, well, okay, where are you going? Are you staying on the middle floor? Are you heading down to the dance floor? Are you going upstairs to the second floor? What are you doing?
Well, I'm doing what is generally called the loop. You know the loop?
Okay. As you are working your way through, you catch a glimpse of a perhaps not familiar, but familiar, say, from security cameras, of a man. He's in a pair of khakis, wearing a turtleneck sweater. He has horn-rimmed glasses. He looks maybe like a professor or a doctor of some sort. He doesn't see.
Yeah.
He doesn't see you.
Okay. I immediately text out. I got eyes on sweater vest. I'm here across from here, this way from the bar or the speaker or whatever physical visual marker I could give.
Okay.
And then a follow up, no Ruby though.
Are you going to follow him?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep eyes on him.
Okay.
Is he moving through the crowd or is he just?
He's moving.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna follow him,
Okay.
and I'm going to let them know I'm following him.
Alice, what are you doing?
I would say Vic and I should probably finish our side of the loop and keep our eyes open and meet up with Michael.
As you are on your side, your eye is inextricably drawn up. You see her. She is dressed in what look like white bell bottoms. She's got a white wife beater on. Her stomach is crisscrossed in what looks like white belts or maybe a white corset. From her arms, it looks like 90s cowboy frill, but you quickly realize that what it is it's medical bracelets that have been lined up and let the tails run long, and it gives the appearance almost of a bird with wings. Her head is shaved close, and she's dancing. The in your head, behind your eyes, you hear a sound. It sounds like ice or glass cracking.
Yeah, at this point, I text Michael right away, like, I've got eyes on Ruby right now.
That's not Ruby.
No, that's
Wait.
Bianca.
Oh, you're talking
That's
about Bianca. Okay, I was getting, like, told.
Yeah, that's Bianca.
Okay,
That's
crisscross. Sorry, crisscross. I text that I'm got eyes on Bianca.
To answer your question, Vic, a new ghoul, no. A new ghoul would still smell very, very much like a human. Now, a ghoul that has been around for a long time, their blood will start to smell more and more like their master. Here's a great example of that. Rhea, Lane, they still smell like them. Moira and Clyde smell more like Michael.
Okay. No, that makes sense. So, I was trying to see if I could figure out if Ruby had been ghouled by someone else.
Oh yeah.
Like my senses wouldn't be able to pick that up. If she was ghouled recently, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Now, if you want to attempt to use your bloodhound to determine if Ruby is there, as you would know her scent, you could attempt to. That's a roll, but again, you're in an unfamiliar territory, in a group crowd, in a room full of people.
Oh yeah.
You're trying to pick a scent out of a haystack. You're like no damage in rolling, but your number of successes to get a sure answer would have to be
No,
very
I'm
high.
at two. I'm at 200, so there is damage in rolling.
Well, but there's no, but blood. You're using your using Bloodhound is free. There's no.
Okay,
that's not-
okay, okay. If it's free, okay, then yeah, resolve and awareness.
It can't be a messy crit.
I mean, it can, but you really don't want to see what the end result of that is.
Sir. Sir.
I only have 3, and it's
Sir.
probably gonna be a negative.
Sir.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know that it's worth rolling if there's a chance in increasing.
I'm
in
just
hunger.
seeing the two of us in this club.
My rolls are so
Big
low.
ass Vic, and he's just like, come on, let me sniff her up. I'm like, dude.
No, I was just.
Call
I
me
was just
tits.
that's why I was asking. That's why I was
I
asking the
know.
Bloodhound
games.
is definitely
You know,
something
the
that
actual rules of it. That's why I was asking the rules.
right, like Bloodhound can't be like seen on camera.
Where's our artist to do the webcomic for this?
Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be great if somebody could take our
Hell yeah, it would
episodes
be.
and sketch this stuff out? That'd be excellent.
Fuck yeah, that would be so cool.
Hi.
I know a few artists, but they're not what you.
Hi, yeah. Hi.
You?
Check out the Instagram. Yeah.
What? Wait.
Do it.
I don't even follow you on Instagram. I need to follow you on Instagram. I had no idea.
I'm in the middle of like resetting up my studio. I like had to move, so
Okay, well then you have like 20 episodes to catch up on. So
I really do.
chop chop. Make Idaho look beautiful.
So, Alice, Rick, what are you gonna do?
Like I said, at this point, I've at least texted Michael, and kind of given our location in relation to like whatever bar I'm closest to or where I'm at on the dance floor.
So at this point,
I kind of. Sorry, you. I kind of feel that I'm here in a support role at this point. So like
At this point,
I'm here to do what I'm here to do whatever Al or Michael need done. I'm just here for them.
So at this point, you guys are kind of at an impasse. Michael's got a view on your sire, Alice. Alice has a view on Bianca. So now the question is, what are you gonna do? And you've exchanged this information, so both parties have vision. on the
okay.
other.
So Michael, my thought process is obviously if my sire sees me here, I think he's gonna put 2 and 2 together and think, realize something's up. But you just dropping by to see Bianca, I think would be far less suspicious. So at this point, do you think it's safer for me to just kind of GTFO back to the car and wait for your reply?
I don't see how you like being at the club or on a dance floor would be too suspicious unless it is seen by him. He's on the other side of the club and I'm already following him. If you guys have eyes on Bianca, you might just continue going up the levels to see if you can find Ruby. Like since she's if she's stationary and Sweater Vest is on the move and I've got his tail, maybe you guys should still keep going, like do like maybe like a roll each floor to see if you can get like a hint of her or like a lead.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that does make sense. I mean, you've got eyes on him, so obviously if he's coming our way, you can let us know.
Because he was the one I was concerned as being a threat to you and the success of acquiring the rubes. Or reacquiring the rubes. Because as of now, we have no indication of what Bianca's play is with this.
Right.
Only that she was there with Idaho.
And she was looking directly into the picture and knew she was being photographed.
Yeah, so yeah, me and Vic can just carry on with that and see if we can find something I just feel like if
Right.
this was as nefarious as it seems from that photo, I wouldn't imagine necessarily just running into Ruby, per se. But
Well,
best
she
to
was
look
following
and
these two people. She was armed, and she made a point of sending that image to you.
Yep.
So it feels like we need to get to her before she does something really bad.
Well, obviously something bad's been going on with her for this to be the reaction she's going to take, and that's
Right.
what scares me as well. So, yeah,
Right.
we'll do that. We'll head upstairs. Keep me updated.
Because like I feel like the only reason I'm following Home Slice is because he's hustling. So it's like, why are you hustling? Where do you have to be so fast? If Bianca's just in the middle of her club dancing, then she's just in the middle of her club dancing.
Okay, so just to clarify what's going on here, Michael, you're gonna stick to the sire. Alice, you're heading upstairs along with Vic.
Yeah.
Okay. As you head upstairs, from the second floor, the effect is even more pronounced of the transparent floor, because now it not only looks like the crowd when you look up is absolutely massive, and people are overlapping and moving through one another because of the mirror. You also now feel kind of like you're floating. There are very, very few places, mostly underneath of the bar or near support columns, where there's any sort of actual solid area. The rest of it is multi-tiered see-through, which gives a very unnerving effect on the second floor. You notice more than a few people who are dancing, who are focusing on things way out in front of them, or who have their eyes kind of closed, or who are focusing on the people who are in front of them. Not a whole lot of people are actually looking down or looking up, as looking up is just like looking down.
Sorry?
As you are wandering through the upstairs, the sound of glass cracking in your head becomes more pronounced. It's not painful per se, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna stop. It stops sounding like glass or ice cracking. It starts to sound more like what you would expect, say, a glacier cracking and falling off into the ocean might sound like. It is loud and deep in your head. It is difficult to keep track of the beat of the music against sound in your head.
Does it seem like it's getting stronger in relation to my position to Bianca? Or is this just kind of rando?
As you have headed upstairs, unfortunately,
Alright, I'm gonna turn it on.
Bianca has slipped from sight.
Crap.
Great.
Shit, I fucked up. Sorry, guys.
I had one
Follow
job.
the distraction. I followed the distraction.
At this point, I relay my vision feeling to Michael. Just just feeling kind of weird. Just something's definitely off.
Before you can send that text, long white fingers and white fingernails.
Ooh.
Pluck the phone from your hand. The cracking sound in your head is gone. She smells like vanilla, like crushed white rose petals, like fresh eggshell paint, like bone.
Like oleander.
She can smell all she wants. She better give me back my damn phone. Fuck around and find out. What's up?
Her,
Poor who? What you doing?
she steps around you and is so close to you that you can't really see more than her face. You see that her hair is, in fact, not just shaved, but it was originally platinum blonde, which gives the entire thing, the entire perception of her skull, kind of a fuzzy, blurred.
Bit of a sheen. Girl's got the bit of sheen about her. You know she clothes, the last does.
She smiles. There's no friendliness, Alice. She looks at you and she says, "So you're her."
You presume to know me?
Well, before last night, I would not have presumed to know anything. Though you are one of my clan, you have never been one of my children. But after last night, I think we know each other quite well.
Last night.
At the
She
club.
reaches into her pocket and pulls a smattering of pastel mint fibers.
Is anybody else having my breakup when Michael speaks? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Testing,
Like
1, 2.
popcorn.
Yeah, you'll be fine for a few words, and then it kind of crackles.
It
Yeah.
robots for a little bit
Yeah.
in between.
Here, let me try to.
There it is. Oh,
That
shit.
came in clear though.
Breaking up.
Damn it. All right. Turn off.
It's folding at home, man. It's taking up too much. Don't know if anybody even remembers folding at home.
Nope. What is
Anything?
holding home?
Anything? Any better? Any better?
Here
Testing.
now.
Yeah.
So far,
So far,
so
no,
far
no
you said
popcorn.
Keep
Okay.
talking.
So, now that I have turned off everything,
Oh, roll 20.
Bianca pulls a smattering of pastel green hair out of her pocket and kind of drops it in front of you. So you're her.
So where is she?
She left. She had a lot to say.
Really? Anything I'd be interested in?
Oh, I think much you would be interested in. But you see, she was very confused.
As to?
Things that she had seen. Things that she had thought she had seen.
Mm.
You see, Bianca pulls her wife beater to the side. There is a small pucker that is healed or healing. Bianca says, "You did not teach her very well. She thought a simple pistol would be enough for us."
Oh, jeez.
And what would have provoked her to do that?
Well, that is a matter you should discuss with her.
Well, when I'm able to contact her, I will surely do that. But unfortunately, for quite some while, she's been incommunicato.
She thought she had something to prove to herself. And now, well, she and I had a long talk.
And what came about of this talk?
For her, I dearly hope clarity, as she is quite the delectable one, though I think you know that.
So you say she's left.
I let her go.
Yeah, see, that's where you give yourself away. And I want to know every single thing you know about Ruby, you've said to Ruby, and how the fuck she ended up with you. It's that simple.
The smile freezes. One second.
And the DM has to look up how best to kill you.
Make a dexterity and brawl.
What?
So you're rolling one white, 2 red.
Oh my god.
It's about to get real.
In the white club with the fancy mirrors?
I'm right there, right?
Trash it.
Mhm.
Try Jesus.
Yeah, is
So,
Vic right there?
1 and 2, correct?
Yep.
Cause I throw hands.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh, holy shit!
Nice.
I take my fucking
Damn.
pistol out.
Damn.
No. Let's just see where this goes. 3
got real.
successes. 3.
Before you can properly respond, you feel her fingers on your throat. Her index and her thumb are on the back of your jaw pinching. And it is only the fact that you managed to get your hands up and are pulling on her fingers that you know is preventing her from crushing your jaw.
Damn.
She looks in your eyes with that smile and says, "You come into my club, into Camarilla territory, you make demands?" She goes, "No." She takes her hand off your throat. Said, "You should be lucky that I let your precious little stone walk away. You should do the same before I do not give you the
Vic, you're still with Alice, right?
Yep, I'm right there. She let go of her, right? Like she's not. So right now,
break her fucking jaw off. I mean, damn.
I stepped myself in between her and Alice for sure. And if anything else happens, I'm right there. But I know she's also the club owner.
Oh, where?
This is so awesome.
I lean as far around Vic as I can to make eye contact, and I'm like, "That's cute, but you haven't answered any of my questions." You see, that's where you might be mistaking things. I come in here asking for knowledge. I don't have to be a brutish bitch to run people off.
Oh my god.
Now, can we have this conversation? Or am I going to have to find other means of getting my information?
Oh my god, you guys are so awesome.
one.
And your mic is still acting up, Michael.
God damn
God damn it.
it.
I guess we need to just stop now. Just award us all 20 XP and give us that
No,
club.
no. There's no stopping
Vic's
right
like,
now.
Vic's
There's
like,
no
I'm in the
stopping.
middle of this cat fight now. We ain't, no, this is going to...
He promised.
You
promised
start
no
claws
cliffhanger.
out, okay?
You promised no cliffhanger.
I want Vic to rip his clothes off and like pour oil on himself and just jump in.
You realize he'd be on the glass slip and slide from hell, right?
Yes, that'd be awesome. Are you kidding? Best night ever.
It'd be that greased up scene from the transporter.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Only a much
yeah.
bigger dude.
We're gonna go for, like,
Oh
the
yeah.
guy
No,
covered in
thank
oil.
you. That's a nice
Family
visual.
Guy.
Vic,
Yes.
roll composure and intelligence.
Composure
and
and
Intelligence.
intelligence. Okay. Oh, great. Not good ones.
I might just be fucked. I just realized what we said. I was like,
I mean,
this is
imagine if
like
someone
sending
doing
Charlie in to take your SATs.
Crap.
that.
Oh.
What if someone came in the rain and talked to you like that?
Well, if I had something to hide, I'd probably fucking deserve it, but I'm more forthcoming
It's
and
not the
truthful than
roll.
this bitch.
Yeah, that's not a roll.
God damn it.
Try again.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
I didn't look. I didn't want to know.
You still may not. Okay. So let me see.
I can't. I know in the beginning of the game I said something about having brass knuckles, and now I'm trying to remember if I actually did bring it.
Carrying a
Oh.
damn gun.
True, but I'm a tiny bitch.
You can pistol whip somebody.
Gotta go to town, you know, right and left.
But somebody in their backyard with their homies who are all listening in on the like
Yeah.
club's headsets. Come on, guys.
Even Idaho knows it's a bad idea, but I think it's awesome. Do it.
We're on the trail for Ruby. Do we expect anything different from this milk?
Ooh, margin of 1. So, Vic. The crowd seems to part for you. In fact, the crowd around you kind of seems to fall away. As they part, you see your ex-wife
Hmm.
and your ex's kid. They are crying. They look angry. They say, your wife, your ex, says angrily with tears running down her face, "Why did you leave us? You left us alone with no one to protect us. You think your family protected us? They were the first ones at the door asking us for money, trying to shake us down. It's your fault."
I had no choice to be brought into where I am today. My choice was giving you the best option I could before sinking into the hole that I had to.
Your ex's kid says, "No, you chose to leave us. You chose to abandon us. You left me."
And that's a choice that will haunt me. But I stand by the fact that my choice should leave you better than if I had stayed, based
Alan,
on what had happened.
he is talking to somebody who is standing nearby. They are looking at him like he has lost his goddamn mind.
Yeah.
For you, Vic,
One moment. I think the kiddos.
for you, Vic, all you can see is your wife, your ex-wife, and your kid. All you can feel is the guilt and the suffering that you've inflicted on them. Michael, you are unaware of what is going on upstairs. What are you going to do as you are still following Alex?
Well, is he doing anything weird?
He is. He seems to be looking for something in the club.
Okay.
But he's definitely not finding whatever he's looking for, and he seems to be getting more agitated.
Is it like looking for something or someone?
Someone.
I'd like to. Is there a way that I can like place myself in front of him, like accidentally, to bump into him?
Yeah, that would be no problem.
Yeah, I do that. I bump into him.
When he
Oh,
sees
excuse me.
when he sees you, his eyes kind of go wide. He goes, "Mr.
Yeah.
Starwell, what are you doing here?"
Have I met him? Sorry, out of game. I haven't actually met him, have I?
So the way that Alice became part of your coterie was a favor from Threnody. So you have not met him. However, you know of him from both what Alice has talked to you and also from, of course, discussions with Threnody when she offered you a boon to take in this lost soul.
Okay. So I wouldn't know what he looks like theoretically.
You would know probably from discussions and from pictures shared, but not in person. No.
Okay, so club light and everything, and I'm so sorry. I'm not. What is your name again?
Henry?
Oh, yes, Henry. I'm so sorry. I didn't even see you there. You look like you're looking for something. Have you lost something?
What are you doing here again?
I mean, stretching my legs.
He looks around kind of nervously, and then he kind of grabs you by the arm and pulls you along out of the way. He says, "Look," he says, "you live your life how you want to live your life. I don't care. It's not my business. But you're in danger. You should not be here." I know. This is hypocritical of me given what I just said. But I was hoping to get Alice to see the error of her ways and hoping to get some amnesty for her.
The error of her ways? Question mark, question mark, question mark. What on earth are you talking about?
He goes, "There's no way for me to say this without it coming across as disrespectful, though I mean you none. But you and Threnody and the other anarchs here in Philadelphia, you aren't holding on to anything. And it's going to get her hurt."
It's going to get Alice hurt.
It's going to get all of us hurt, including Alice.
No, but he's talking about Alice.
Yeah, because he only cares about protecting Alice and not the rest of us.
Yes, I stop pulling on the cord, baby.
Sorry.
Well,
The problem is that the answer I received from Bianca was that this was not a matter she had any say in, and that this needed to be took up with Charles.
well, I hope Charles isn't here this evening.
Charles is apparently attending a meeting with the Prince of New York.
Whoa.
Okay, well,
They are tired of Philadelphia's Stabat problem, and by extension, the Anarch problem.
We killed Shaw. What the hell?
no, we didn't.
No, we
No, we
didn't.
I'm kidding.
Like, we'll get you on that one real quick, sir. Don't get that comfortable.
Oh, it's so
We
comfortable.
didn't even touch Shaw.
Am I correct to believe that they've started to call on mommy and daddy for backup?
The Anarchs are making trouble for us.
They'll wipe us out all the same.
I mean, they've called mom. Wait till they call dad.
Henry shakes his head at you and says, I realize that this is a joke to you. But New York is the Camarilla crown. And I'll have you know that they are not just talking with the Prince of New York about bringing others in. There are also some discussions that shouldn't be run up the tower even further. Fiorenza, I have heard, thinks that you should be left to your own device. Her voice is a minority in the Camarilla.
Have we heard that name before? Fiorenza?
Michael would have heard that. Fiorenza is one of the most famous nouveau riche among the Ventrue. She is a kingmaker among kingmakers. She holds a lot of power.
In New York?
In the Camarilla.
Okay. But she's in New... Well, sorry, I'm not even there.
She is
No,
here.
I was just asking if we had heard that name before. But
Michael would have.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been us.
All right. So I'm gonna lean in. And I'm gonna be like, it seems like you still are very protective of your child.
She is one of few. The only one that I was willing to risk the final death for.
Whoa.
Would she be in trouble if she was here tonight?
His face goes pale.
You just gave the game away.
He goes, for reasons much different than the ones I am here for.
What are the reasons you are here for? Oh wait, no, we just covered that. Sorry.
But ask why he had to bring Ruby into it. What the fuck is the significance of Ruby?
So was it?
Get it?
Then why involve Ruby?
I did not involve Ruby.
Well, is Ruby here?
What?
Ruby was here last night when she tried to shoot Bianca.
Did she leave alive?
I don't know. I was not here when
Well,
I'm confused as shit.
your child. I came here to back up your child because she came looking for the answers to these questions.
I do know that Bianca took a very long drink off of your ruby. And kindred who are as old as she is gain a lot of knowledge from the blood.
So basically, she knows everything that Al knows or shared with her at this point.
It's likely.
All right. If Al's to leave this club alive, you might want to come help me find her and help her get out. Because if I am not mistaken, she would have. Oh, let's just hope she didn't find Bianca.
Oh my God.
Henry
Oopsie.
looks up like a compass looking for the North Star. And in a rush of words says, "Too late, we need to go."
With him as we depart.
He grabs you by the arm and is pulling
Oh
you
no,
rapidly.
We are going.
Holy fuck. Oh my God.
Michael, you and Henry get upstairs.
Up. Oh my God.
Vic is talking
Like a madman.
to someone in guilty, pained tones. And Alice has what looks like a handprint across her throat at the bottom of her jaw. So walking up on this situation, Michael, what do you do?
Holy shit.
I do a quick scan of the perimeter and try and get to closer for a better look and a better idea.
Well, no, you guys are right there. Like, Henry's brought you up.
Like we are there.
Yeah, so you are a part of this now.
Okay, but like, is Bianca there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
We're still.
Oh shit.
So Henry has like vamp sped us like right there.
Yeah.
Basically. Like ding! And there is no like hiding anything anymore. Okay, I'm going to
You notice that the club goers that are nearby have kind of separated out. There are still a few nearby who are like watching Vic, who are not sure if this is like some sort of impromptu drama or something. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God.
But for some reason, a lot of the people who are nearby seem to be. It's almost as if they don't notice, or that they don't see what's going on.
Is there a correlation between those who don't notice and those who are freaking out and their wristband colors?
Not that you can see.
Shit. I would like to do a sense the unseen.
Okay. You want to roll sense the unseen?
Yes, please. which would be my wits and what?
Since the unseen is wits and auspex. So it's going to be 3 and 1. So yeah, so 3 and 1.
That's not a discipline, right?
It is discipline.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it's not a visible one.
Still,
No, like, isn't the rules no visible disciplines?
that was just no disciplines. But do it anyway. Do it.
Well, I mean, no disciplines, but if you, I mean, since the unseen is something that is purely
Internal. It's not really.
yeah, it's not
You're
like
not
you
acting
show
out.
anything.
It's any rule.
Right.
You can get away with it. You did not break the rule. It's just like any rule.
Right, because like I can do a check on the room and see what's going on around me a little bit better in this situation that I like find myself in, where like, you know, my vamp that doesn't get bruised is bruised. My other one is like my solid rock, cool as cucumber, is talking to like nobody, apologizing.
Okay, on 2 successes, you do not see. Correction. You do see a Nos lingering in a corner of the club, but that's really about the only thing that you see that's out of the ordinary in terms of things like that. Something that you do see when you look at Bianca. It looks like there is a faint aura around her, a glow, if you will, that is black. It is jet black.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
She's
You
eating the
know.
vamp.
You know that this is the mark of somebody who has committed diablerie.
Yeah. She's killed a vamp. Strained him dry.
Oh, that's big no.
So I'm going to try and
She's so high and mighty, but she breaking the rules herself. Excuse me.
she's not high and mighty about breaking the rules. She's high and mighty about playing a game with us. It feels like. She's Cam, straight up, right?
She's a Malkavian Primogen. She's not just Ivory Tower. She is on the short list of people who is in position of power within Philadelphia before the camp.
Right. Right. So this is like complete Cam. She's done the thing. We're in her territory. There's Nos watching. I am trying to talk everybody down. I'm going to tell. I'm gonna like. Yeah. Throw on the charisma. Full on smile, charm, kind of try and get Alice to go with Henry and get Henry to get Alice to go with him, like do like quick little things. That's what I'm doing. Like I'm going straight into like diffusion mode.
Okay.
Like what's going yeah.
So you're trying to just to clarify. So you're trying to basically kind of using charisma kind of pawn Alice off onto Henry and get her out of the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
want
try
to go
like
with Henry.
So okay, so this is
This is gonna be like really crazy to you. I understand this. Like as I come up with him, and as Vic is talking nonsense, and you right now are, I think, in a trap.
Okay, so hold on. So, Michael, you are trying to convince Alice to go with Henry.
Yeah.
Alice,
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. I can't. Fuck off.
I was
You know it's a cat. You know it's a cat.
gonna say, Alice, I'm assuming that you would not be inclined to
I'm so sorry. I can listen now.
to step away.
Yeah.
In that moment, I better get some kind of reason to go with Henry in that moment. I mean, I'm pretty headstrong for standing up for Ruby. That's where my mind is at. I am super hyper focused on this one thing. So
right. So I would
you
go.
better convince me.
Like, I would probably come up to you and be like, if you want to find Ruby, walk with Henry right now.
Okay. This is actually going to be a contested roll between the two of you.
Shit.
Ooh, okay.
Damn.
So for you, Michael, this is going to be your charisma and persuasion. It's a pretty good roll for you.
So it's a 4.
4 and 3, so 6 and 1, basically, for you.
Okay.
Alice,
Mm-hmm.
you don't want you are in this. So for you to not be persuaded out of this, it is going to be wits and awareness.
Oh.
Ready when you are.
So 4 and 2.
4 and 2. Okay.
Ready?
Holy shit.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
It's Michael wins. Holy shit. Well, that's good. The Barons should win in this case.
Okay. However,
Damn.
this is what is called a bestial failure.
Oh no.
You had Idaho's been praying for this moment, and I stole his thunder.
No, I just wanted to see it. I don't care who it is. This is awesome.
And it had to be Teeny.
So here is what happened.
Oh, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Michael,
Oh my god.
you slide in. You are as convincing as you possibly can be. You are the definition of Toreador smoothness. And you see it when Alice's eyes just go black.
No, no.
And she lunges, fingers outstretched, grasping, trying to get at either Bianca or Henry, either one of the two. She wants to fight.
Fuck. What a perfect
What
time
action
for this
can
to
I take
happen.
at this
This
point?
is perfect. The guys know.
When I see this happen, what action can I take?
You,
I
unfortunately,
assume I'm
You're
still right there.
all
Is
in
he
La
still
La
like
Land.
all tripped out, or does he snap out of it at this
He's
point?
like what was it? In like the Punisher when he used to have flashbacks to the dead wife and kid. He's like, I'm gonna,
Well, they're not
I'm
dead.
gonna-
They're actually
I'm gonna-
there.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're not.
dead.
They're in your head.
No. Well, maybe, but they're not dead.
But
So
it's-
my wife and kid are not actually dead.
right.
So
but
while
they are
may
not
be in
actually
my
there.
head, granted.
Oh my
I'm just
god.
saying.
Wow.
so
But that makes it all the more real for me because I know they're not dead.
Yeah, exactly.
They could
Right,
really
right.
be. Right
They
in
could
front of
be
me.
there.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
How, child in a club? How?
we're going to leave that scene for the moment so you guys can think about what you're going to do. Idaho.
Idaho's not here, man.
At this point, Michael, your best shot is somehow trying to snap him out of this to get him as backup because seriously, at this
Oh my
point,
God.
I don't think that I'm very much controllable.
You need Idaho as backup.
Idaho and Andrea and just tell
my
everybody
God.
shut down the club, the army, just bring everybody.
Idaho.
Yes.
You get back to Nurain. Romano is has already sent you a text that dude was not coming in the club and was too busy trying to hand out flyers, and directs you and basically says, I don't know where he went, but he kind of went in that way, and points up the block.
So wait a minute. Romano is one of the old ghouls?
He's one of my ghouls.
He's
the
one of
road ghoul.
he's kind of
a
a
new ghoul.
yeah, he's not an old ghoul, but he's not a new ghoul either. He's a ghoul.
I'm looking at him and say, I told you not to let him leave, and then I'm just going to head in the direction he's pointing at.
So
Exuding.
That's not his job. That's not his job.
I don't care. I don't care. He fucked up.
So are you going to?
I'm going in. I'm gonna try to get Andrew to come with me and go in the direction he's pointing.
So Andrea's with you.
And we'll take the van and go head that way and see what we can see.
Okay. So
Go Bloodhound, go Bloodhound, go.
I was actually going to say you might have better luck using your nose rather than staying in the car.
All right. I'll walk on the street. I mean, Andrea knows what the guy looks like, right?
I mean, he's kind of indistinct. Like he's
been in the club like 50 million times, right?
Yeah, but sometimes there's those people that just look like everybody.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna say, all right, Andrea, I'm gonna walk on the road and see if I can scent the guy, find the guy. If you see anything, let me know. All right.
Yeah. She's like, all right, I got you.
All right, so I'm gonna head down and do my bloodhound action in the direction that yet another ghoul who dropped the ball has indicated.
Okay. You smell.
Sure, it's all the ghouls' fault.
Now you have interacted with Skot before. I'm sure you've taken a flyer from him. You have taken flyers from him before, so you know, generally speaking, kind of his aftershave, his things. You've never fed on him, so you don't know that. But
I'm gonna feed on him tonight.
You do know what Heather Harris and Hildebrand Heidi smells like.
That better be her name. That is so perfect. Do I smell Heather on him? I follow Heather's smell.
You specifically smell Heather's blood.
Oh, let's follow him.
Andrea is walking along beside you. Do you say anything to her?
I mean, yeah, I say, okay, I just caught the scent of Heather's blood. I'm going to follow the trail.
She's like, all right.
Keep an eye out.
The walk is brisk. You are heading towards some storefronts and some housing and some apartment areas that they're not very full.
They're not what?
They're not very full.
Very full.
And they're not very far either, are they?
Probably 8 or 9 blocks, maybe 10.
So we're still kind of we're definitely in the West Barony still.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
As these buildings, it's not that they are poor or that it's a bad neighborhood or anything like that. It's a combination of COVID and unemployment, and suddenly those places that used to have a whole lot of places that were occupying places suddenly have less tenants. They've got less shops.
All right. So, and there's a trail leading me inside?
You find yourself standing in the parking lot in front of a building that's got a washateria on the bottom floor, and then there are apartments above.
All right.
You can definitely still smell the blood here.
Heading inside.
And
And
not,
then there's tentacles.
it's not just that blood. You smell
Oh, shit.
other blood,
Are you kidding me?
old blood.
All the blood.
Oh, my God. Why are we separated? Anything else?
Are you gonna tell Andrea?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to look at Andrea and say, holy shit, I smell Heidi Hildegard Harrison's blood coming from in there. And I smell other blood from in there. So I'm ready to go in there. Are you armed?
She pulls
Yes.
her. She pulls
Always.
I hope
pulls her
so.
dagger,
Heavily.
I'm still going to
Okay.
ask.
and she is wielding that double-barreled shorty as well as a knife. That's probably, 18 inches.
Okay.
Very, very Dundee of her.
So 4 times as long as my. Oh wait, sorry. Okay, so I'll say, all right, let's go on in. Just be ready.
This is like a serial killer.
Yeah, there might be one inside too.
As you head up there, the hallway is long. The ground has like one of those mid carpets, and then it's like wood paneling on the outside of that.
I'm still getting 7 vibes from this.
As you
What's in the bag?
as you get to you can smell the blood. It is almost overpowering.
Is it still H or just a mix of everybody?
It's a mix, but it
Holy
is.
shit.
But when you look at Andrea, she doesn't seem like she's bothered.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I'm going to keep her informed. I'm just going to keep whispering to her. I smell more. I smell more. Something is not right here.
All right. You get to an apartment.
Mm.
It is labeled or A.
So that's where it's coming from.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. We hear anything, smell anything, anything?
No.
All right. But, well, we smell the blood, but other than that, nothing. All right. I'm going to say,
Not even
all right.
home dude?
Huh?
Not even the home dude that you were following to this place?
I don't know. I guess the blood is overwhelming him. I don't know. It's up to SG.
I was just saying, at this point, I mean, you don't smell his aftershave anymore, if that's what you're asking. But I mean,
Fuck it. Let's leave. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I'm going to look at Andrea and say, we have to get in this door quietly. Should it be me or should it be you?
she goes, "I'll do it."
All right, awesome. Go for it.
She kneels down
Damn it. I was hoping she was going to kick it in.
in front of the door. And it looks for a second like she's going to pick the lock or attempt to.
Oh, Jesus.
And then she kicks.
Oh, God. I said quietly. What the fuck?
What's the point?
So they don't know we're coming?
It takes one good kick, and the door swings inward.
Do I have to roll against falling in love right now? Or,
She looks at you and she goes, "Well, it's open now."
So let's go.
Inside, there is the smell of blood and printer ink.
This
And
motherfucker. This motherfucker.
paint. As you go into the living room down the first hallway, there is a body on a table. She is missing an eye. Her lips have been peeled away. Her teeth, her molt canines have both been removed.
And we're supposed to be the monsters.
Who the hell is this?
She is badly mutilated. One of her hands is missing 3 of its fingers. The other is completely missing.
Oh, can I tell who this person is?
You hear, "Oh shit, it's you!"
Grab it. Grab whatever said it.
And
Okay, wait,
the flyer guy comes out, and he's got this big shit-eating grin on his face.
awesome. So, real quick though, before we get to Flyer Guy, am I able to tell who the person is?
That's on the table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it? Is it H?
It's Hildegard. It's
Okay,
Hildegard. Heidebrand.
Well,
Gilmore.
when we heard the teeth were removed, I thought it might be a vampire, but okay. Okay, how close am I to Flyer Guy?
You're probably like 6 feet.
Is that fast enough? Okay.
You can close that gap real easy.
Yeah, I'm going for his throat.
He's doing a Victor.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Victor trained me to fight.
Are you okay? So are you going to? So you're not even going to talk to him. You're just immediately going to go for his throat.
Yeah.
Okay. So he is an unprepared human. So this isn't even a roll. Like
Oh Jesus.
you basically pin him against the wall, and your teeth are in his neck. And
Do I get any of his memories?
he is. You get the most recent memories.
Okay, what do I get?
You get a lot of him torturing this woman.
Oh.
So this was our local serial killer. Fun.
Okay, so let me explain the feeling I have right now. As the player, I want to leave him alive to know more of what's going on. As Idaho, I want to drain him dry. So you want me to do a roll, or what do you think?
So this is completely up to you. Now one does not preclude the other. You could unsink your fangs from his neck and then talk to him, or you can just drain him dry. Now one second. Your convictions, you don't trust wealth, and you never endure unnecessary violence. Killing him would not violate either one of those. Leaving the game would break one of those convictions.
Yeah.
I would bring up there are other missing persons involved here. Are we going to assume they're all dead, or could he have information on those?
Everybody, killing him would not violate what?
Killing him would not violate either of your convictions.
That's what I thought. That's what I wanted to hear.
Leaving the game violates your convictions, though.
I didn't leave.
Sorry.
He's just turning off his camera for a hot second.
Yes.
Let the man pick his nose in private.
Yeah, come on.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pick my nose. So,
And then stick him in his ears.
well, that's why I was gonna ask him for a roll. I kind of wanted to let fate decide, because
No, you're gonna take responsibility.
See, I may be crazy, but I accept that shit.
You got to play your character how you think your character would play.
Well, that's the thing. I'm convicted about that. Well, conflicted. All right, I'm gonna drain him, but I'm not gonna kill him.
Okay, so you're gonna. How much are you gonna drink?
2.
Well,
I
I'm not
guess.
gonna drink him until he can't talk. But I'm gonna drink him because I feel like Idaho is kind of pissed off right now. So I'm gonna drink him pretty good.
Okay, so we're gonna say you drink basically 2.
All right,
You could also cause some damage.
good.
When you let him go,
Is
he
he still
kind of
conscious?
stumbles back. He's still conscious. And he says, "Oh man, I always wondered how that would feel. That's amazing."
Okay, now it's time to break some bones.
Okay.
He looks at you and he goes, "Man, I am man, this is like meeting Jagger. This is like meeting fucking your heroes. Like you have no idea how long I've been watching you guys. Like
Awesome. So you know what, man? I'm ready to turn you into a vampire right now. I can give you the gift right now.
He's like, "Oh man, ever since I saw that big guy at the fucking front and that lady in the car, and then like I saw that and it just like blew my mind."
Yes, it's so
And then
ugly.
After that, then I followed you guys.
Yes.
And like I was like,
And you kidnapped all these people and you tortured them.
he was like, "I just wanted to be like you guys. Like you guys are so strong and powerful, and you just take what you want. And oh man, I can't. I just like I want to be you."
Oh
So
God, we've got a sick groupie fuck.
Yeah. So you kidnapped all these people and
Gotta
tortured
stand.
them. I mean, I'm asking him that in game. You kidnapped all these people with the flyers and tortured them, right?
Well, no, and that's kind of. He goes, "I was hoping that was you guys."
I can't make you a vampire then. I mean, what the fuck, man?
He goes, "Wait." He goes, "Wait. So those weren't you?"
No. Who was it? What happened? I thought it was you.
No, she's like my like 5th or 6th, but like that's not like some of these are. He like pulls one out and hands it to you. He's like this one was great cover, but like legitimately is missing. Like I even filed the police report.
How did you know they were missing?
Because I was gonna do it.
Okay. So, do you know who did this?
I don't. That's what I thought. I thought it was you. I thought I was following in your guys' footsteps.
Why do you give a fuck?
Okay, so
I know. I'm
so you're only responsible for some of the people.
Makes no sense. Fun cricket.
He's like, "Oh, I mean, yeah."
How are we supposed to rate your work if we can't differentiate from the background?
Somebody else, you haven't seen what's going on with the other people that have been disappearing?
I mean, I wasn't supposed to know. I was supposed to be looking for that kind of shit. But I mean you
Then
can
why
still
are they
make
on
me
your
like
fucking
you.
flyers, man? How do you know they're missing?
I followed him home.
What?
I did the exact same thing that I did with this bitch.
You followed them
Exactly
home,
putting the target on us.
And what happened after you followed them home?
Well, I mean, the ones that, like her, I kept them as long as I could.
But
He's like, I've got like you've got to see this. You've got to see this. And like he like stumbles, like he's like the worst kind of drunk, and opens a room.
Mm-hmm.
What you can see through the room is like it's like mason jars, like all over the ground. Some of them have fingers. Some of them have like hands. One of them's got like a face that's carved off.
Leather face and oh my God.
Tongues and genitals and all
How
that.
did we get like a serial killing stand? I mean, yeah.
It was awesome. All right, so you don't know what happened to the people you did not take.
No, I thought you guys were watching me and like you were taking them.
And
Alright.
why would that make?
Okay. One
All
more
right,
time.
this is all we need to know is
Yeah,
who he actually killed.
One-
We can kill him now.
One more time. You don't know what happened to the people you did not make disappear.
No, I thought
Right.
I thought it was
Then
you.
why don't
Boom.
you care?
Drain them dry. Drain them dry. Drain them dry. Drain
So
them
you
dry.
got
Wait, Idaho, did he tell you which ones he killed? Or can you see
Or
them
can
in
you
those
sense
jars?
it?
I don't know. Can I?
Come on,
I mean, you've got body parts
come
here.
here, Jeffers.
I got what?
You've got body parts there. I'm sure if you
Yeah.
wanted to sort them out.
Fuck this.
Yes,
Drain
yes.
him dry.
Yes.
Drain him dry.
See if you can remember anything.
Drain him dry. Drop to 0. Get his memories. We're done with this motherfucker.
As you
Fluffy bud.
drain him,
Don't you want that?
the taste in his blood is complete happiness and ecstasy.
Do that.
Awesome.
Like this is everything that he thought it would be.
He thinks he's going to be turned into a vampire.
When
Come on.
he hits the ground, he's got a big old smile on his face.
Damn.
Well, he died happy, which is more than we can say for his victims.
I was gonna say it was a little too good for him, but hey, whatever. At least there's not gonna be more of them at his hand.
And
Now, Andrea,
so I got nothing else from him, from draining him.
now
That was pretty much it. All right, gotcha.
Andrea kind of head nods at his most recent victim. So what are we gonna do?
Burn it to
We're
the
not
ground.
No, just
We're gonna steal the place off.
lick, and leave it.
We're gonna seal the place off. I don't
Lick
know.
and leave it. Lick and leave it.
That's part of
Yeah,
like,
but
the
there
whole-
could be DNA evidence,
No right
DNA
there, no right
evidence
there, no right
of
there.
Idaho on her body. They've been together within the last 48 hours.
I'm not worried about that. Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah, but like
I'm just
fire
saying
solves a lot
the
of
whole
problems.
licking of the wounds was kind of specified as like a given. Like if you suck from somebody, you're gonna lick from the wounds to cover
Right.
it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Not-
that's just like
that's
I
not-
figured that was
yeah,
sort of like a
that's not-
knee-jerk reaction.
That's not.
You would have taught him better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I saw that.
I'm not worried about leaving a mark on her. I'm gonna lick it dry, or him. I'm gonna lick it. I mean, that's you always lick it before you stick it. Oh wait, after?
After you stick it. As a vampire, it's after you stick it.
Well, it's
You lick
kind
it
of a
after you
before
stick
and
it.
after, just a little-
Awesome. I like the licking. It's all good. But I'm gonna say to Andrea,
gets in the beard.
yeah, okay, we need to keep this place secure. We need to figure out what we can about these victims. Or shit, you know what? On second thought,
She
Kick
looks
it
at
down
you.
the can.
Focus. What are we doing about the victim that's still alive?
oh, was there a victim still alive?
What?
Did I miss that?
Yeah, she's still alive.
Heather is still alive?
You
Yeah,
said
the
like a
guard.
whole hand was removed.
Harrison-
Are we seeing evidence that he cauterized it or
Hannibal.
something?
Tied off.
She's not dead yet.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Here's what we're
But
gonna
she's
do.
missing her
Happy
eye
Gilmore
and
is
her
still alive.
mouth.
Here's what we're going to do. Okay. Now, just to be clear, I did lick the wounds on Dickhead. And we're gonna go and we're gonna pull. I mean, I have no medical knowledge. I'm so worried. I don't want to kill Heather by trying to save her.
So this is my question. If she were to be, let's say, elevated in this state, would she be forever in this state, or would she like
Heal her most recent
Re-
wounds.
regenerate? Like
So, assuming that you could find, okay, let's go down the list. The eye's probably a loss.
All right.
The
Can I interrupt? Can I interrupt for a second? How is she responding at all? Is she acting like she's awake at all?
yeah, like she's like, yeah,
Crying
she's
and
very
pain.
conscious.
She is.
Writhing in agony.
All
That's
right.
that's also true.
All right, I'm going to give her some of my blood.
Wait, let's figure out what's gonna happen.
Why?
We're not there.
He's playing it. He's playing it.
I hate to say
Fair.
it, but we're not
Fair,
there.
fair.
Yeah.
That was just my curiosity being
Me
like, wait,
too.
I wanna know.
Me too. And I kept having to hold
you know what?
back. I
This
was
is how
like,
we're gonna know. This is exactly how we're gonna find out if I just shut up.
I want to make sure she lives. So,
So-
I'm gonna give her some of my blood.
Okay, so when you do that, Andrea stops you and goes, "Okay, are you trying to ghoul her?"
I want to make sure she lives.
Okay. Realize, as a ghoul, like this is like unless you were going to fully ghoul her, this is never stopping. This is never going away.
What's never going away?
This
pain.
damage.
Oh, so what do I
you
need
will
to
keep
do
her. You will keep her stable in her human form for some time, possibly to get her help. Is that what I'm getting at? But unless you ghoul her outright,
Jesus.
this is it. You're basically just on the time clock of getting her to medical help.
Yeah, so if I don't ghoul her, I gotta do this to stabilize her and rush her to the hospital.
And he goes, and she will still be like this
Oh,
with
fuck.
a house full of kids.
Fuck it. They need a ghoul, Mom. Let's do it.
What? Were you just doing that to get that reaction?
No.
I didn't think
And
so.
he goes-
Shit.
Idaho. Anarch. What's the
Vic,
chaos?
what kind of training? Can you please explain?
I am laughing so hard silently.
Yeah, I want to heal this shit up. He needs to be a good mom to these kids. Let's do it.
Andrea looks at you like you were the stupidest person she's ever seen. She goes, "All right."
Jesus Christ.
What do you think? I should let her die?
Misery.
She goes, "No, I think you should kill her."
Yeah. This is
And then
mercy
what about our
killing.
kids?
It's a fucking
about our
mercy
kids?
killing.
That's what the fucking system is
Foster care.
Unfortunately,
for. Donate
this
to
woman,
Greenpeace or Oxfam or whatever the fuck.
Why is,
Whatever it
Mhm.
takes.
why is it stupid to make her a ghoul? Everybody else has ghouls.
Because she would
But
be
they all
in
have
that
hands
form.
and legs.
She'd be missing that
Wait.
hand and missing the
No.
fingers and missing
really?
that eye.
I
You
Well,
want
wait a
that to
minute.
go home to her
Whoa,
kids?
whoa,
And
whoa,
bring her
whoa,
back
whoa,
as a
whoa.
ghoul.
we
She
can't
comes
send
back
her
in the
from mom
exact
with her,
way
like,
she is
face
now.
torn up to her kids.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought ghouling her healed the damage.
No, that's
Not-
what he was saying.
I
This-
want to hear Michael's answer,
Okay.
please.
Okay, sorry.
Here is the answer. If you ghoul somebody when they are whole, they can heal the damage. If you ghoul somebody after they are damaged, then some of that damage will likely persist. Like if you went around the apartment and you found, say, her hand somewhere
All
and
right,
her
never- okay,
fingers
never
and
mind, never
attach
mind.
them, then you could do that, and that would probably restore her
okay.
hand.
Okay, as much as I want to ghoul her, I thought ghouling her would magically heal the damage.
Mm-mm.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
no,
were
that's
being
what he was
exact
explaining
state.
beforehand.
She'd
I
be
missed
in
it.
the
I was
exact
He
so
was
state.
trying to
excited.
explain.
I
Yeah.
was so excited to do it. Never mind. All right, forget it. All right. Oh my God, this is terrible. All right, Andrea, I want you to help me make sure this happens.
She goes, make sure what happens.
That those kids are taken care of.
She like big sigh, like this is like the biggest ask in the world. She's like, oh,
The alternative is I turn her into a ghoul.
You said this old what?
No, the alternative is it's the biggest ass she's ever had.
She's like, this is not what I asked for. This is not what this is supposed to be about.
But hey, I'm not telling you to personally take care of them. I feel bad for the kids. I don't know why, but I do.
You make a CPS call.
Idaho doesn't know about that stuff.
You
That's not true. You
call
were
the
probably in
po-po
Yeah.
and make a wellness check for the kids. And then you
I
hang
want-
up
I-
anonymous. But we will
But-
help you with that. We will help you with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
Honestly,
I'm saying.
if you
It's
guys
not-
walk out of that apartment and call the cops about that apartment, everything will be taken care of.
Yeah, that was my other alternative. Okay. So I'm gonna put her
that.
I'm gonna put her out of her misery and go like to -1 or something. What does that do?
So if you are going to drain her dry, well, you've already drained somebody dry. So your hunger is already set to 0 for this session.
And draining her dry won't actually help attribute her death to him.
No, but keep in mind that the bite, the kiss, is intensely euphoric. Like to the point where when somebody's doing it and having it normally done to them, like you can kill them and they basically won't notice. So him draining her dry at this
Is the
point
most
Would be a
will
mercy
most-
killing.
Yeah.
merciful. Yeah, that's what I was
Alright.
wondering.
Yeah, it would be a mercy killing.
All right. Let's do it. Let's do it in one night. Let's do it.
okay. So
Oh my God, I hate you, Michael.
By Happy Gilmore.
Oh.
By Heather, and Heather.
I was
What have you
thinking.
Ah.
do you say anything to her before you put her down?
I probably would, but I don't think Idaho would.
Okay. As you sink your teeth into her neck, it is not the same horny, happy feeling,
Well,
but it is relief.
fucking hell. I killed that motherfucker too easy.
Andrea
Alright.
looks at you as you finish. She goes, all right. So she says, I didn't really want to do this, but I have a special for this exact circumstance.
Okay.
She takes you. She guides you outside of the apartment. She says, for my safety and yours, I need you to start walking out of this place.
Are you gonna blow it up?
No.
Okay, there are probably other people living in the nearby apartments.
That's fine. They'll get out.
All right, do it. Walk away.
You hear a plink of something metal being pulled. You hear a fizz,
Nice.
something going off. By the time you were outside that apartment, the fire is billowing out of that apartment. The smoke
Fucking backdraft.
blowing into the sky.
Oh, my back.
Andrea comes downstairs, punches you in the shoulder, and says, you okay?
I'm fine. I just, drained 2 people.
She says, well, look at the bright side. There's only 2.
No, Andrew, I'm just glad you were here with me.
Yeah, about that.
What? You don't want to be here? What the fuck?
Attitude.
Back at the club.
Here we go. John just got here right in time.
So, have you decided what you're going to do?
Who was it on? Alice, right?
Well, Alice is trying currently to get at either Henry or Bianca. So
Was
what
the
are you
choice
gonna?
on me at this moment?
Yeah, it's you.
Fucking hell.
Frick. So I've got I'm holding on to a Wildcat Alice. I've got a muttering Lost in Dreamland Vic. And Cardigan over here, who is just a rando. Shit. What do I have in my deck? What do I have in my back pocket?
The Joker's busy.
I have no idea. Okay, I'm just gonna be like trying to hold off Alice and talk her down. And try and wake up Vic at the same time.
Wasn't there already a roll that failed on talking Alice down?
Yeah, that's done.
Okay.
At this
So let
point,
me
you
see
need
if I
to
can, like,
punch
snap
Vic in the
Vic
back of
out
the
of it.
head and wake him up. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit Vic while trying to hold on to Alice.
Okay.
If I could snap him out of it.
All right. So
Desperately trying not to do an or a daunt.
So you're going to like. So what exactly? So you just like trying to slap him, or trying to slug him, or push him, or?
Yeah, like I'm trying to like have an effect on him.
Okay. So this is going to be.
Because I know I don't have a lot, and he's super strong.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm scared at what's gonna happen now at this
I
point.
wanna,
He's not super strong mentally.
Okay, so this is going. Okay, so this is going to be strength and persuasion.
Holy
why do I feel like I don't have any of either? Persuasion.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
I have
yeah,
I
three
don't
in
think you have
persuasion.
persuasion.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have 3 in persuasion, but I have 1 in strength.
So it's going to be a 3-in-1 roll.
Oh shit.
Good luck, everybody.
Maybe Vic will roll happy.
What is it for me? Same thing. strength, persuasion?
You're incapacitated. I'm trying to revive you, basically,
Okay,
because
so-
you're like under a spell somehow.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Okay, so
Oh, that face, honey. Oh, Lord.
Vic, you are in the middle of fighting, pleading, trying to negotiate with your ex, and you feel like a shove from behind, and you suddenly become more aware of your surroundings, that Michael is trying to get your attention, that Alice is losing her shit, but it is really difficult for you to, like, you haven't seen your wife and your kid in so long. It is really hard to kind of tear your eyes away from them and give this up. So
This bitch cast illusion on you.
you
That's my weak
can
spot. That's fine.
Dementia.
you can attempt to help Michael with Alice. However, because of the circumstances, any roles that you take that are more than basically an attempt to retreat out will have a -3 penalty to them.
Oh, shit.
Jeez.
Because you do not want to leave. You want to, even though
He's
this
compelled.
is hard, and it's your guilt is basically making you want to stay. You feel a compulsion towards your touchstone to try to explain the situation, to try to make this better.
Jesus.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn because like the whole reason I left them in the first place was because I got turned, and I in my mind I don't know that would necessarily change. Like in my mind I think they're still better off without me. That makes sense.
Right, but if you're like under some kind of illusion that would make you feel guilt towards that or something like that, it could manipulate the emotions you didn't think you even had.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
Now, I'm not. Yeah, no. That's why I'm saying I'm kind of like trying to explain at least my character's mindset to the storyteller.
Right.
Where he wants to go from there and what kind of a role or what would be necessary. But
the question is what are you gonna do? Are you going to attempt to leave? Are you going to attempt to continue the conversation with your ex? Are you going to?
Am I smart enough to realize that the kid is still the same age as he was 20 years ago? Like he hasn't aged at all, or is this like he's now 20 years old?
Or does it feel so real?
This would look so real. Like this is
just okay.
Holy shit.
I mean, like, couldn't he also roll like an option to like snap out of it, like a willpower?
So he could have, but he failed that roll already.
Oh.
Then if I failed that roll, then I think I would kind of be sucked into the illusion. I hate to say it, but I think if I failed that roll to begin with, I think I would still.
What's kind of snapped you out to this point was Michael slapping you in the back of the head.
Okay. So, but would that be enough for me to realize that this kid is not like the age that he would be if he were still my kid?
No. No. Your options here is if you focus on them, then you're focused on them. But anything, the alternative is to try to get out.
All right. So at this point, I'm gonna yell at Henry and be like, "Get Vic out!" I'm gonna try and get Alice out, and I'm just gonna try and get Alice out.
Okay.
Anything with like Henry trying to get Vic out.
So Henry is basically trying to de-escalate the situation with you and who you see. He can't see it.
Okay.
So he's basically attempting to, for lack of a better term, trying to basically conduct therapy between you and ghosts and trying to talk you through it and trying to be like...
No, I get, yeah, when the person is that delusional, you just have to walk with their delusion until you can, like, give them enough reason to, I guess, get out of it.
I think if someone was there walking me with it, then I would probably go, try and get out of there. But without that...
So your ex and the kid are definitely trying to keep you pulled into it. But Henry is trying to... is basically being like trying to physically and mentally and emotionally move you away from the circumstances.
Holy hell.
Okay.
So, Michael, so what are you doing with Alice?
Am I strong enough to like pick her up and carry her out?
I mean, you're a vampire. You could roll rouse to increase your strength.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a rouse and see if I can just
so
throw
you're
her
gonna
over my
rouse the
shoulder.
blood? Okay, so rousing the blood.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna
It's just a rouse
see if
check.
Ow.
I can just throw her over my shoulder and take her home like a drunk friend.
Okay. No, this is so first. So before you do any roll anything else, it's just a straight rouse check.
Yes, I know. I'm just pulling up the code.
No,
Roll
it is
for,
whispering for you to critically
Ready?
fail.
That wasn't me.
Honor.
It's not me.
Okay, you get hungry.
Ooh.
So you're up to 2. So okay, so you're increasing your strength for this. So you're increasing your strength by 1. So if you want to move her, it would be your strength and to even give you a shot at this, we'll say it's going to be your strength and your persuasion. So you're rolling 3 white, 2 red.
Thank you. I appreciate the boost. Let's see if I can get my drunk friend out of this club before we all get killed.
I've had to roll for that in the past.
Okay. 2 successes. Alice,
Oh shit.
you need to roll
Holy hell.
your strength
Oh
Yeah,
my
brawl.
god.
and brawl. Actually, wait, hold on. You can't
No.
because your strength and brawl would just be your hunger. So no, you can't. This is an automatic success for you, Michael. So
Yes.
so you basically throw Alice over your shoulder, even as she is like cat scratching, like trying to.
I can't imagine Bianca's exactly letting us walk away from this, though.
I mean, she'll be laughing at us, basically.
Oh, she is most certainly laughing at you.
Bitch.
She's letting us walk away because she thinks she's like embarrassed at us, but
As you
Or the sideshow.
I'm
get
just
to the-
screaming, you better watch out. You better just be glad that Michael got me this time, because you just wait.
get you,
as you
get you, little like cue ball.
as you get to the stairs. Alice, you hear a voice in your head. It sounds like glass cracking. And the voice says, "You have no idea what I've given you, but you'll learn."
Do I recognize the voice? Is it Bianca in my head?
You could probably make a guess.
I thought that was my guess.
On the way back, some of you are driving back in the Charger. Some of you are walking back. So, Victor, final thoughts.
We need a bigger car than this Charger because I don't fit in it anymore. And like an SUV or something big, or a truck. Maybe I can sit in the bed while you guys ride. We'll see what happens. But this car is kind of small. Ain't gonna work no
Get an old
more.
El Camino, just put his ass in the back.
Get a Humvee, man. Get a Humvee.
Yeah, that's
No,
real
I'll-
inconspicuous.
Excuse me.
Of course it is.
On a
It's
serious
going to be an Escalade all the way.
There it is.
on a serious note, I think I'm still shook up because I still don't realize that or I don't know that I even if I realize at this point that it was a mental trick, I think I'm still shook up at the point of seeing them, especially at the stage they were when I left them, which was like 20 years ago.
Especially
So
how
just
real it felt to you, a
right.
vamp who's
So
seen a lot of things.
I think that's gonna stick with me for a little while. Just seeing them the same way I saw them when I left them 20 years ago, and I think that's gonna stick with me.
Alex, final thoughts.
I'm wondering if the voices were a clue that I should have just shattered that fucking dance floor with her on it. But either way, we'll never know now.
I just think it might have also been that like we ended up on thin ice.
Michael.
Or
It's okay if you want to be more metaphorical. In the moment, I was feeling quite literal.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think it could be that too. I think it could have just been like an iceberg breaking off, being like, all right, that's the final fucking straw.
Sink the fucking Titanic.
Be
Michael.
the iceberg.
Final thoughts.
Really glad we were able to get out of there without breaking Masquerade or any of the rules on Camilla territory right now, especially with how many things we have in the air. I mean, like, hopefully it wasn't be this much of a scene. But Ruby has been something that's gotten us into things before. So I don't think it would be too
Out of the ordinary.
Yes.
Out-
Thank you.
Idaho. Final thoughts.
Well, just drain 2 people dry back to back. That's crazy. But we figured out part of why people are missing, but not all of why people are missing. So I'm going to be eager to share what I found with the group whenever possible.
I think perhaps after tonight's session, some of you have a better grasp of the effects of your lives as kindred have on other people in your orbit.
Not Idaho.
And with
Mr.
that,
Rasera.
our session for the night concludes.
Wow. This was historical.
This was great. No,
We
it's
had
great.
we had players rolling against players.
Yeah, no, that was the first.
That was
That
amazing.
was great.
And a first to drain somebody dry, and then I did it twice. That's crazy. What a night.
Again, happy birthday to our dear Vic.
Yay!
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Finally 21.
Yep.
You should have seen him at
22 next
21. He looked all of 14.
Yeah, she didn't even know me at 21.
I've seen the photos.
We've seen the movie.
Mr. Military Man.
We've seen the movie.
Hey,
See, I told you.
I'm pretty happy for us to look like this at almost 40. We're doing something right.
It's all that virgin blood.
Yeah, it's true. Every Thursday.
Is that the whole namesake? Did someone finally get it?
No, of course not. No.
Where'd you go?
No.
So, told you we weren't ending on a cliffhanger tonight.
Thank you.
It always kind of is, because now we're all going like, oh, it's going to happen when we get back to the club.
Yeah, it's not a true cliffhanger, but it's still one of those ones that leaves you like, oh shit.
A lot of food for
What's
thought.
next?
A lot of food for thought
Every
after every session.
Every
Very
session
lost. Very lost.
does
It's like,
this
we're not
mean?
really leaving you on a cliffhanger, but we're also not going to tell you anything.
Yeah, we're not leaving you on a cliffhanger either.
That's very fair.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much, as always, for allowing me to do this with you guys. It is always a blast. And I am in the process of wording XP as we speak.
Me and Vic are going to take reading classes.
Nope,
It's like,
not my
nah.
priority. Vic is gonna be illiterate for the rest of this campaign. I'm telling you right
Nice.
now. He's never gonna learn to read.
He doesn't, well, you don't need to in the modern world. You don't need it.
Yeah, I'm with Michael on that one. I'm like, oh, what? I mean, you still gotta read to look in the phone
Nope.
to turn on the
Nope.
read text. You gotta
Nope.
know how to do that
No.
to get to that.
No, you don't.
Actually,
you don't.
we do have
You just
very
press the
many
button
modern
and it reads it for
hieroglyphs.
you.